Thank you, Tagatsay. Tagatsay. Yung emotional yung diff meaning carry to ba ito ba ako ching the fox yung sa pilang ba ikaw gawin kita mo may mahubo kuba mo kubi gani Tagatsay yung ikaw ki mayawal dagi Manipur historical reality da ikaw puna nuksichana na hingminaran ba ikaw ki sovereign kingdom mamagi makada ikaw ki not culture ikaw ki tradition jati mayam ki identity protect of dana thamambagi asyang masak sing maduda lorom ba ining thona lorom ba thaudang sing loina housic lady vai khu quite a job concern kanglu pru masil ge marakta leva disunity animosity mayam ma tonga tonga ba setheng mayam tagi lakpa madugi ichel punama carry toba adugo yamna tanglaba Manipugi kunai sigi oina iri pang nuksiba gi patriotic songs ki marakta treasure moi da badu me shay makhni koi chirugi brother amad khodol tambiri me ba thagachari mathang sidi ngasi gi thora masigi khwai gi maroi ba mikuma makhni aikoi ngasi thamjari ba topic team transparency and accountability in implementation of development program in Manipur. Havasiki matangda ngasi thormasi keynote address pipi na bagidama IPFM Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur gi advisor or very Manipur gi rural social activist ekoi oza asang kasana ngasi thormasi keynote address thambigani madugidama ta mayam ahubu kuba magloina oza asang kasaba welcome to misi to minazi please welcome oza asang kasar for the keynote address, and in between, I could Ozana Nasigi, language live panelists, Mayam the so presentation of we could talk the so, I could look again. Takacher.
Ahan Bamakta Koipuna Makpu, Shembiba, Bai Shorbu, Namkai Latana, Takachai. First of all, I would like to give thanks to our living God for giving us this great opportunity, and we are really blessed today because the topic which we are going to discuss today, it is very much needed at this juncture in our state of Manipur. Let us start, and we are inviting only a few that leaders which can stand for this corruption. Adugi tamakta aikoina mayam kaudadana selective waiba kana kana ga aikoi chamina raga Manipur against corruption sida mapung phagadora phagat phabang ngamgadara haibagi sense ta aikoina selective oina mi khara kauraga akoi masi hodok chabani hojik aikoi mi yamdarasu akoi live stream live the thari ngasigi live thabiri base akoi ISCOM TV na Manipur ISCOM na thabiri bani adono Manipur da leiriba punamak aduga all over around the world leiriba mayam su masi yenglaga leiribani habise akoi na kauroi kumsi aigi keynote address haudringe da ahanbada akoi gi introduction aduga akoi na khudong khra tamjaningba hana masi matam mangdaningai panthok Chage, Masishu, a quaggy chana bean in a Taudabu Yade, Adoga Matamsi, Amna Nasi, Velu Leba, Seres Weba, the police Matanda. Taudabu Yadaba, Webana, Maruina, Matam Supazana Menes Tose, Adoga Horeng, a quaggy question over the Pazana Matam Lause, Hibase in a Hanbamakta Tamzage, Adona Nasi, one day public consultation meet on transparency and accountability in implementation of development programs in Manipur. Haibagi, one day sigumba consultative ta. Tongan tuan ba CSO leader, social activist, social worker, akwagi officer kaya, lakpi kibagi. Sumayna saruk yabi bagi tamakta Indigenous People Forum Maikedigi. Ahan ba magta mayambu ikai kunaba uchari. Loinana akwagi daista Pambiriba mayam sing say saktak chakre aina adom yamna shamna akhagi presentation machama mapiraga adom chatharage aduga akhagi sub topic mayam su sit akhoi thamjare aduna ahanbada akhoi Dr. Thanar B Laisram mangoda akhoi presentation amta ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ presentation team ꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯅ ready ꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯥꯊꯣꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯐꯝꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯣ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯪꯍꯟꯗꯕꯤꯗ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯅ ꯂꯩꯐꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯂꯦꯈꯠꯄꯤꯌꯨ please come ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯦꯜ ꯁꯥꯏꯖꯥꯁꯤ ꯌꯧꯔꯛꯇꯔꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯔꯥꯏꯁ ꯖꯦꯅꯔꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯔꯤ ꯌꯨꯅꯥꯏꯇꯦꯠ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯄꯥꯡꯒꯜ ꯀꯃꯤꯇꯤ ꯗ ꯂꯦꯈꯠꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯈꯟꯅꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯤꯒ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯃꯥꯡꯗꯅꯤ ꯅꯟꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯜꯂꯣ ꯅꯟꯅ ꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯅꯟꯅ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯨ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯤꯝ ꯁꯤꯡ ꯔꯦꯃꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯐꯦꯁꯔ ꯆꯤꯡꯂꯩ ꯃꯥꯏꯁꯅꯝ ꯗ ꯂꯦꯈꯠꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯆꯤꯂꯤ ꯃꯤꯍꯥꯎꯂꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯆꯀꯥꯗꯣ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯪꯒꯜ ꯒꯥꯏꯉꯝ ꯒꯥꯡꯃꯩ former UNC president 80+ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯪꯒꯜꯁꯦ 85 ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯕꯅꯤ 90 ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯔꯁꯨ still he is with us so we are really appreciate to Uncle Gaingam even though he is 90 years old but he is still working together with us and he is behind all the time in our that activities mathangda akhoi Dr. Chance Raman recently he retired from the DM college and he is also one of the that man that leader behind us mathangda akhoi yauraktariba amani leire mathangda akhoi Dr. RK Paul Chawang from Sanapati please stand up and take our token of love. He's a social activist and RTI activist. Mathangda Oja TS Beton from Chandel, social worker. Lekhat Pio. Thank you. Mathangda akhagi Daniel Levon Lamkang, social activist. Da Lekhat Pio. Mathangda akhoi Maitei Christian Churches Council Manipur ki representative ama lengkhat piyo moi team oina lai do ami ama lengkhat piyo ojaram thon namta hoy on behalf of the MCCM akhoi na dum yaurak jage adum mafam do da lepiyo Mathangda Master Yauringam social activist Yauringam Ningshen. Oh, yeah. Social activist. Yeah. Mathangda akhoi United Maitai Pangal Committee digi on behalf da Oja Ajat na dum lekhat pilaga lobiro on behalf of the UMPC. Yes. Mathangda akhoi Manipur Tribe Union Manipur University Tribal Student Union digi akhoi athon yeah please stand up on behalf of the Mutsu mathangda akhoi Tamo Churamani da lekhat piyo social activist mathangda Oja Iboyama special contractor da lekhat piyo mathangda agi inau Miraj ngasigi anchor su oibiriba amta lekhat piyo mamang da thok piyo. Next Lep Sothe Kasar, please come forward. Lep Sothe Kasar is not none other than she recently got first prize, I think, in the Northeast Festival debate competition. I think everyone knows her. She's a very very young, dynamic lady. One day, I think she will become like Aung San Suu Kyi in our state, Manipur. Yeah. Her name is Lep Sothe Kasar. Mathangda, akoigi ngasigi reporter, Sister Ming, please. Next, Oja Ngatang Mi Huyo, Mi Pa Hungyo, social activist.
Very young social activist.
Aduki Mathangda Oja Hompro Simre, writer. Please come forward. Please come on the dais. Koigi Oja Hompro se writer ni, tangkulgi thinker amani. Hojik aina pibada chitha kibama lairasu horeng matamdu lau jage. Akwai Oja Hemanta, amda lekhat piyo. Koigi ngasige panelists. Yes, almost I think all the panelists are now here. Yam noire. Akwai ngasi pibase maram laibagi pibane. Akwai souvenir akwai na pibadu yengo. Atotoba meaning ya value laiba oiramba yai ko. Asi yamna sida akwai na ikiba wahai se stop corruption haibane. Manipur against corruption se haurase haibagi sigi akwai na memento haigadra souvenir haigadra. Masi Manipur da leriba bureaucrats officer, IAS officer, department ke director mayam, loinamakta minister, mantri ki office da sit thamgadabani. Adu yawninga akwai print tawkrabani. So if kana kumana si pame hairado hairo akwai pigani lemna akwai price adu da maman laude akwai na lyric phong kiba Indigenous People Forum na silent invasion the implosion. Adugi any targa leresu hairo akwai di free da pibani. Akwai na yonba akwai di yonde maram di masigi kaino se mi loina makta thumsunu haibagi. Adu na ngasi akwai na puthokpa memento haitara sige souvenir se masi each and every officer government employee singna magi table da thamlakanda something magi mind da kariungba ma clip tawsunu challenge tawsunu masi yenglaga corruption se pamdaba miwai oisunu haibagi vision da akoina si puthokrabani aduna Manipur da employee kya laibra loina masing yawninga akoi masi honagani aduga ngasigi meeting se loira kanda akoina last the conclusion da akoigi declaration ama laure hairaga phajana akoigi roadmap ama akoigi ngasai Manipur against the corruption and stop the corruption akoina corruption se karmaina ngamsira haibagi matangda akwai mayamna consensus oina idea ma pirakanda akwai roadmap ama semlakanda madu publish tawraga newspaper da local ki kari no da even madu tawre hairaga akwai nationwide oina campaign tawba yabagi lambi chauna lei aduna ngasi akoina kaurakpase machang oiba the very dynamic young leaders madu singdo selective oina kauraga akoina madu the district ki mi representative khara khallaga Imphal de khara khallaga mayam se na support tawre haraga akhoi teamwork oina phajana tawraga corruption se mase muthatningai muthataba yade haibagi da akhoi movement ama changla se haibagi ngasi se gumba one day consultative meeting se panthok chabani aduna I keynote address ti haire adubo sigi paper se loina yengrabane na ai loina phanglamani haina thajai phangdaba leiraso haibiro kaino dasu WhatsApp dasu forward dum tawbige se the detail do aikoina haining ba khara do se the e khrabane na mase aina pa tharaga matam do lororoi asi the loina makta circulate tawkhibagi tamakta aina madu ngang darabane but I just want to highlight a few very important things no aikoina chakata tawgadaba sigi tamakta chang mahra maru oiba sing ena background do haining bo wane ngasi Manipur da yengbio ato bu du thamlam se akhoi department section amakhak ta blend tawba yaroi even akhoi gi nomai paiba campus singsu percentage wang na loba say it's a kind of corruption. Sida aduda akhoi di corruption hairaga sub minister MLAs aduga ngasagi official bureaucracy na percentage loba thaba hapada paisa loba da maduda khakta akhoi gi sense akhoi people sing so aduda layeba no kadai di hobra ga percentage ka pudigi corruption se aduda hawra khrabane asi loina mak ne every sections in Manipur moi loina mak sida involved taweba aduna akhoi na lakchaning bade hoji yango Manipur da PMJYS ki hire se PWD hire se PHED hire se every departments thabak ti complete oikhre haina bill lothokhiba mayam flying bill mayam leire akhoi proof pi bangami so adu ardi akhoi kamaina chokakani black top lambi du complete loikhre haidana paisa loin lothokre yengo si asi adu tawkhre ada tawkhre na lothokre adu ka karigumba school oja laugani education ki department da hire school adu ki targa basic hills da chingda leitabade ki oja adu launingai honarakpa matamda laktara pi daradi kun pi daradi oja phangbang amdre adu erade akhoi karumai na chokakadwa karmai nungsinagada main root cause se asida leiramme ko aduna hujik imphal al chingda hire se ching alapa kilometer 120 yaubangam daba chatpangam daba mafamda flying bill da lothoy habidi amutaba nungayego but within it imphal itself imphal gi sigi sohar 2-3 kilometers surrounding asigi area da secretary DGP chief secretary governors chief ministers leriba mafam gi hub asida even 2-3 kilometers around surrounding asida su flying bill lothokiba layeb yengo adu airadi akhoi se kamai na chokha ka dabano akhoi se kamai nungsina ka dabano imphal manung da phobo da thabak ti loi taba da thabak loi re na bill lotho khare habo yengo aduga police lebra leitabra plan lebra leitabra finance na concurrence department na approve tobra tawdabra khangde cabinet ki approve lebra leidar thabak logani na pungkaw da kawraga SI ki ISI ki haina chahi manga the interview tawkhiba kawkhiba hojik phawa the result haithok ta dan lay MPSC na conduct tawraga ASO ki ada ki haina tawraga amuk cancel tawkhre ada tawkhre this is criminal it is crime it is guilt to our own people ado akhoi gi politicians akhoi gi leaders singa mase kari khalaga kari tawraga leri bribe se akhoi young leaders sing young generation hojeki youth sing na mase kari gi raise tawbang amdabano why should we remain for this why should we remain silent for this akhoi gi ima ipa sing di ware akhoi du wa na lairi tamana na maitan yondana lo suraga thabak yondana lairi tamhalle hojik phobada moigi punsida college ningthina thara gari mathakta tonglaga chappa phangdri ising marang kaina thakpa phangdri school du mamik tu udri chahi yankhai chahi 90 100 years ahan mayam mikta pi tara ga taibang pang thado khiba mayam lairi larik haibadi mayam laire MU Manipur University scholar research ato padegi ada adu laire city convention building di sagale but ai bu pokpa imai pa ngasi hingli ma ising thakningai leitadana lei what is this ai cha isu sing jing the lari basing school lari tambangam dadana lei lambi uphun na chapaya dadana lei adu akhoi lari tamliba akhoi lari laisu haire basing se bu kadai da haina kau da bano so all the educated persons all the scholars all the students, all the youth, asengba imai pa, asengba agi jati, nangi jati agi lepak nungsiba tarade. Why should we not stand up for this? Why should we not challenge for this? Why should we not fight for this? Kari akhoi kiningai lebra? No. Aduna ngasidi ishorna matam chaana akhoi bu pubire. Timing lebene. There is a time for everything. Ngasi akhoi na tawbase chahi ani hum da tawram lan bade ai jail da chalam bayai ai sigi program tawgni nahan digi publish tawkhre nahan digi aingon da nomai na kap lam bayai but today khara ahomba leira khre matam da simi khra na tawgni haiba kanda nomai paiba kampuna officer sing na kaya threat tawraga tahonda bagi paule but aigi dream da aigi vision da sigi stage purak ningai longly suffered tawraga for the last 10 years I have been suffering for this I have been working for this sigi tamak thabak tawraga ngasidi mi mayam na khangbiba akhoi na platform amada lepa aduga masigi sankap mayam lairapa kanda this is the right time haina ai chonthok pane so akhoi na sigi corruption gi khontang changlapa matam da whoever any section against toge akhoi da adu toge na thok sunu we can challenge them now hojikti akhoi challenge to batai government oisunu every minister oisunu whoever anybody oisunu no hojikti adu gi matam aduna youth kaya section kaya mapanda tongan ba state da international level da aishu loina masigi network se semka khrabani akhoi gi mathak da kring ba corruption Manipur against corruption gi khoncha se chathab kanda masigi changselap kanda akhoi da yetnaba thingba makhai do moi gi su aphaba oiroi mapanda gi support togadaba lakadaba mayam lai aduna masigi timing se lap kanda asigi topic se puthoraga ngasi akhoi ball oina yamna ball oina akhoi tawgani haidona horakpani adubu ishona chambiduna ngasi akhoi da sigumba stage da thambibagi akhoi su tawba ngambani masigi stage da yauraga prajana akhoi da sak khambiramdaba mayam sina khangbiramdaba tarade akhoi su sisu sungangam loi ahaiba aphaba akhangba haiba mi mayam lai Manipur da adubu thabak tawthok se haiba kanda mi thiba phangde wangango haiba kanda mi thiba phangde torose haiba kanda mi leite lan tose de hatta haiba wari ne ko adudi nomai kap chase hai kanda mi kana su thokte adu tawe loina haigani haurose haiba kanda mi thokte yamna waba leibak state ne khwaidigi aina nungai tabadi chingda ahlaman sing lamda masigi tamakta ka tholaga laraga ngasi phaba ningthina khunda ising thappa phangdaba Machamasu ground playground sanaba phangdaba leitaba uphunna thalaba hospital maram kaina leitaba school ningthina leitaba degi kaya ima ipa kaya pi taraga taibang pan thadokhiba chingda khaktara hairaga tampak da su maitegi marakta valley da su khungan kharada yamna sonthadana leiba mayam chingda khaktara raga swaida imphal manungda pothole mayam lambi chapoi gari chapoi adadana mayam akhoi thena khre adubu secretary da family basing department da family basing de nungai na nutigi cha thaglaga even pen phaba paper phaba da government gi paisa na lauraga gari thaw haplaga madi awaba kari su khangdaba maramdi jehi amada oja chinglen yobiri horeng phajana haibi sunu oja doctor thanabi yobiri Manipur gi budget kaya no Kunsi is 35,000 crore. Mamang the 25,000 crore. 1,000 crore the budget the thadaba. Where all money has gone. Kadai the chakre, akhoi thijande. Paisa di tharak tabanate. Tharak pa paisa mayam se, nungaiba, harauba, achao asankra, bangal leba kra, sankan kra leba, angamba sing the day, madu paisa do the nungai na city naraga. Thao so akhoi di mayam gi seba tawrozo thao ko na dadana sola ga thabak tawri moina thao si jingpham leitadana check te iraga yonthokdana leiba campus yauri ne secretary the family officer mayam do nupa mo phabu tingde magi pocket degi ising leiba phabu the department degi government degi paisa lawe leye magi tolop lemna chari lemna phange magi tolop ki extra Migi file process chen ba chat pa khoba to ba degi sikiana khomgalaga lairi then how can we love one another how can we say integrity how can we say peaceful coexistence how can we say we are one how can we say development it is impossible so root causes it lay Adubu, I quite politicians, I quite leader, Wakiba Mayamna, Masikari, no Kibagira, Kang the Basaraga, some systems are honger than the Chatpa. So, Messi, I just want to request all the young youths, young leaders, scholars, research scholars, university students, social activities, social workers, mayam the haining badi, akwagi system se hongdri phoba. Nang na pungang ngang ba pungha hai ba nang na lari am tam na su kanaroi. Kari su pi bang amoy, you cannot change nothing. No mama pada su, khunda su, akwagi jati da su, lepa ki su, nungai han ka tabagi vision leite machak su yaw de. So the only things when we, stop the corruption. Akoina masi phajana control tobang ngamba matamda. Akoi nungsina basu laigani, peaceful coexistence su laigani. Akoi lansul leiraroi. Akoi amaga ama yentina basu leiraroi, thoglaroi. Hai base hainingi. Jing the hojik build maming the build the point a complete work to kre haidana paisa lo thokre. Lambi di college thate. Ising pi kre na paisa lo lo thokre. Ising di phangde. Ado di kanabu soroi daba. Karigi soroi daba. Aduna ay tension jarage. Ngasi akoina one day consultative sida idea lo na PBO. Aduga masi ngasi di akoi hauraga. Jumi akoi system su hongse. Corruption su mutakadabani haibagi nangonda inspired to batarade. Please join in our forum. Please join in our team. Team haibadi hojek Manipur against corruption se akoi na chathagadaba akoi thaba haurani. Masigi konchakta, masigi journey da loina support of yobio. I would like to request each and every one of presence here today. Please support us. Please share your idea. Share your wisdom, share your knowledge. Article the sui ibayai. Anything to be madugi article punama collect oraga. No in a pombang amdaraga, we will publish. It akoina pomgani, akoy togani. Aduga district coding makta masigi campaign say akoy togani. Aduga yamna thuba matamda sidigi hena larger public akoy meeting ama. Mi listing ani humting ba public platform ma. Stop corruption, Manipur against corruption, haibagi team da. Thau ground dara, Komalampak dara, city convention dara, akoi amuka, Pazana Pantokle, Hairaga, Madudegi, Delhi, the Popo, even akoi Janta Mandarda, Masigi campaigns, Chatare Hairaganda, all over the world, all over the states, akoi support Lore Hairaga. Let us give some example, let us give some lesson, let us give some, something. Action oriented amta wehansi haibase masi hodok pio masi hodok akoina leader MLA sing kaya da haire kanana su hodok ta dum lakpagi akoi je payment da na no hoje I get the loina record lay document lay adona moina si tawra de akoina even court supreme court phawbada akoi challenge tawgani. We have a document, we have a proof. So karisu ki ganu. Stop corruption, Manipur against corruption, haibagi team sida. Let us all join hand. Akoi khut samnare haraga. Masiam da kok ningai tause. Masi hek akoi nang ngamba matam da ne Manipur da. Yam na peaceful oiba, chokhat pa, accountability leba, table oiba, transparency leba. Ma akoi soida na purakani. Akoi icha issue sing, koi gi mayam su nungai harabo phangani. Development su hena fast progress sakani haibase. Ngasi masigi tamakta akoi punna chamina se haibagi one day consultative meeting se akoina sinjabani adana masigi aisu saruk yajage aisu yauge na tingbiriba lakpiriba khwai khiba punna makpu aina mu Indigenous people forum Manipur degi thakat phondok jabani aina mayam degi ngasi telap wahai khra thamning mase matang asida ai tension jage. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashangasa, for conferring the honorarium. the generous acknowledgement and for the reflective and the insightful keynote. So Ashang's exceptional courage in his work and engagement in public issues had been contributing meaningfully to discussions on governance and public accountability. So thank you again for awakening the sense of urgency to stop corruption and the courage required to have a meaningful change in our state. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move into the central segment of today's consultation. Each of our distinguished speakers will address a specific dimension of transparency and accountability in governance. These thematic reflections will help us examine both structural challenges and possible reforms. Our distinguished panelists' expertise spans from academia, journalism, civil society, and public reforms. Before inviting our speaker, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth remembering that transparency and accountability are described as the twin pillars of democratic governance. Without transparency, citizens won't be aware of how public resources are utilized. Without accountability, institutions cannot be held responsible for their actions. Therefore, to deliberate on this critical topic and issue, may I invite Dr. Tanapir Lystrom, a noted social scientist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Tanapir with a huge round of applause. Each of our distinguished panelists will be allotted strict 20 minutes so that it will ensure equal opportunity for all the speakers to participate.
Good morning, everyone. Respected panelists, respected delegates, and my dear young students. Aikoina isaiga sae Sana Lepak Manipur. Delhi na kauna Manipur. P-O-U-R. Manipur. Then, after having such a name given by the Delhi, our ministers, they also reclaimed that, yes, you have to pour in the money because ours is money poor. P-O-O-R. Paisa laitre ba, paisa haitharu haiba. Delhi na paisa haithabalam, akoi mantri miya na paisa laitabalam. After having analysis of these two names of the Manipur, people also said that, yes, we heard that your argument, but it cannot be filled, the poor of many poor. Poor to whom? P-O-R-E, many poor. So, maming ngahumlay. Manipur, paisa itaba, Manipur, paisa laitaba, prajana tukhong phundaba, many poor. Why? Sila is karigino. Now the question is, Sarkar Nati, it's not the MLA, it's not the bureaucrats, it's the people. You are sitting here. Can you find any democratic family in Manipur? Manipur democratic family kayam lege. 100% dictatorship type of family. Oidro na. Imung dui mapa duna nang adu togodam ni, ada togodam ni. Nang koi be aroi, nushina be aroi. Science logadam ni, maths logadam ni, ada togodam ni, si chagadam ni, si set kadam ni. Is it democracy? Yum the transparency kyam lege. Mawana mai nupidam haidokte. Mai nupidam jumo hada kem haidokte. Masajing na jumo pa da kem haidokte. Mama pa jing na jumo cha da lole. Even you cannot find transparency in your home. And your family is dictatorship type of family. But India is largest democratic countries in the world. How you can have democratic countries in India if the units of the India, that is the families, are the dictatorship type of family? Yaningdro. Nothing is yaningdro. This is my humble request. Akogi imu me amji amta democratic family hano oigi zezeli. Imung amta democratic family laite. Ai bhajana study torom. loi dictatorship type of family ne. Basically, if you want to get the quality cream from the milk should also be very quality. Sangom phajana pharaga sangom pandu phadu matro. Sangom du patra di cream jukai phadoino. But the milk is the people. The creams are the bureaucrats and the ministers. Aduna ai di achumbo ina tongno seba. Pangangana gum si suai wai roeba. Hoji corruption thing jeba khoi su wai roeba. Kai noida paisa bijari mi ham si praja ne ba. Aduna ai di aigi mota di ko aigi mota di long term measures hoina we should improve our family ko. Family should be democratic family. Accountability and this transparency should also be there. Imung da lai tradi ya ponte da. Imung da lai pai culture dunia ba. Ako na lebanga kan lak tois. Ako na officer or lak tois. Maram the culture cannot be changed overnight. It's rooted now. Hoji se pura ako ki rooted oi grab ne ba ko. Aduna hayeng hachire to hong ba yaroi. Aduna long term plan da family se democratic family wo henzi ko. Hoji Manipur da family mari lay restaurant type of family hotel man be imung. Angang jingji lay sabi ka lay si responsibility the low ponte family ge. Sani thakani phi bolo shande hotel do waiter le be type to ko. Adegi di cemetery type of family yam sakot laga na lari lai su yam hair gan wam tang na bi silent family without any exchanging views and others. How the family can develop? Adegi dictatorship type of family is number 1. Come on. Hingjang ba ka hingjang thongi hoi thongi chaning de irolu. This come on. They do democracy guy. No. Family is hana democratic family wo hen gadaba. Aduga the culture tork pa angang sing do. Aduna hayeng bureaucrats weraga MLA minister weraga phagadaba. Adubu sumai sum chatpadi yade. It should not be going on like that because today more and more fragile state coming up. Fragile state the development ga amle roi natra. That is why khoi asanka sargi campaign se movement se it is also very important in short term period. Short term period ki wona dekhoi si thengna da yade natra. Adam mayam loi khangbi ramani khoi loi khange new public management theory gi khwaidigi maroi ba moina pot ama eminent scholars mayam na puthoi se there should be smart. SMART. Smart means simple. S stands for simple. Whether you may be authority or bureaucrats or people representative, you have to be very simple. Very, very simple. Simple word yam phai ko wakan khan bu yam nungai kalak pa miyo bu leite paisa ju kya pa maroi ko phiron set pa ju kya khalroi yam simple loina leiba aim ji na ne moral, high moral values. Nupi koi banataba yu ngang thak banataba ngaukshin na banataba ko high moral values. Then accountability. Today's topic, accountability. Responsibility logo do ni mana kari gumba lan ba thabak to aina lale sigi daita ji aina phana ba honani I should overcome this. Ena masana sung thorok kadam ne. Madugi accountability to later ka di lona later di karikana ni. Adu khang ne ba natro akoi gi RTI le is right to information. Adasi RTI is ju tokshan nei ne. Si postmortem ne. Migi atopalam dalariba citizen charter ga ju togudong ne. Akoi right to information sidi thong sal or kanda information ni bai wani thong di sal oi greba. Ai di postmortem ne. Aduga citizen charter da di loi thetu tham doi ne. si tawni si paisa change si level si suni si dagi thabak hauni si da loini thara thamdoi mi mam lo uduini adui manung du mi jing du gi information du phajana piram ni participation du access to deba china citizen charter akhoi gi na RTI aduna aina khanjabada accountability si yamaru hoi ko adagi original responsibility T jina transparency sin smart is SMART simple moral values morality accountability responsibility transparency if any representative and the bureaucrats any authority if they possess this smart basically there should be smooth sailing in the government ado khoi di leite ko si leitaba dugini corruption mayam tholais ada sida aina thamjaning bada ko sigi sida khoina we are talking about development si the interpretation of development should also be khara chumna tabu phaing khali ko physical development mental development see smartphone in our pockets so many these skykeepers buildings are there very colorful one then you are flashing out from your these small roads by modern car then you can watch global channel in your very small room with very small remote then we think that that is a sign of development no this is not sign of development development means development of mindset hoi kok ti am sakhatri ko kok yam satin sakhatri aduna leipak amagi miyam da loina ba ki magi leipak tu collective character ma leini national character ina india da syllabus da jungai re ngang ba da jungai re national character gi wa sungang ngang de national integration gi diam ngang khoi the hard working sincerity punctuality discipline firm determination sacrificing spirit sense of patriotism am talite see collectively see characters labor lam du ne magic tong saw khal aduna loina mak si ai sai jabado fragile state ne in fragile state there is no commendable deeds leiroi kaimbo akoina asimdi phai haiba ponsi indi amta leiroi aduna aingonda hana aingonda pibiriba any policy ma implementation to wada transparency and accountability si yam maru oi kari noida policy ji semba matam da sembadi democratic setup ta di kedogada the state itself society haine society can be divided into two one is the political society another is the civil society haine sigi praja civil society siga political society lengak pani siga partnership oigadam neba policy formulation da adu policy du sem lo raga implement tor kanda mu social audit ina sigi is the chance pigadam neba akhoi tori thabak se phabra phatabra yaning dabra adu neba khoina social audit is adu gi do akhoi gi lengak pasingna pining de maramdi democratic character yaude dictatorship type of family du dagi lakmani they are also dictators khari yengjelba mi du nomai paiba dum la ni nang yengjeli kai gi no akhoi di without number ni yumai tha ge lakwa nomai na kap kane lakpa se ko aduna aina khanjabada sai gi sumaina hojiki sida movement kanna toraga transparency laknaba accountability leinaba akhoi yam kanna honaraga something is better than nothing ena kharap hanabdi honaba yai adubu long term plan da ko it should be started from the grassroots level imung dagi horokpa ade maru ena ngasi youngsters mayam je ngasi sida phambiriba youngsters mayam sida EBUP admia ko to be MLAs vote contest away khanba yobi na madiam pani moi sigi matam sida horkadau neba khoi tawraba jingsida kaim kana roi akhoina ju vote pa sam lobuni na ba corruption tawri je drug ka lawli je tawda ya da toini kariginoida election nama contest over nearly 15 crore sange adu di cry de low doino ade MLA minister gi mayum de nimit khudingi prajaji la e angang lai tam ngamdre nare yum ku piu cheng chaningai leitre paisa piu la e adu moi pi na bo na ba paisa som de low de ade ade vote ai lupa lising pi de thadar oi haita de ma crore 15 crore 20 crore du thamna bo na ba Manipur de candidate vote karba mit be ka da di number 4 yon tamni thika tok tamni thika ju flying thika chumna to de bisa phangoi ko du ju adumain torga paisa du ta laga vote le ba ko ta ana khoi je kari hai do no khangdre grassroots level dagi khoi hongpam changi adubu short time measures hoina campaign amadi against the corruption to budi darkar hoy khara di soi phani khara phabaduna future je khar kanbangamni aduga in course of time akoina pulap grassroots level dagi pharak pado praja dagi ai sai jaba quality sangom do in order to get quality cream akoi praja mayam dagi leiba tabani adana ai adumai thamjage aduga amuksu naina last haijabse basically ko akoi gi transparency oiro aduga accountability oiro responsibility oiro loina bakse we should learn from family imung dagi tamba useb aina igi angang duda nang si paraje phabada yerum jim pijani nang sigi homework si loibada apple jim pijani nang handak metric da first din laba motorbike nam levi ni leiri ni apple pijari ni yerum pijari ni angang dune officer kan soi to kan da kenom piro haita mo pa na hore ba dum khoisi si para phado apple lam pijani adu angang dune ba soi sat torga pa lam pe lising ma piro haise ke da ma ari jum tambi rabdo family is a maru ko phagi natabani it's very important aduna Plato na state is individual Riddler's Hermido. One of the most famous philosophers in the world, Plato, said that state is individual Riddler's. Aduna koi matun dagi yemakana jante it should be started from the grassroots level. A grassroots level de horok sen khali last I especially tips some kadang pijaramge for mainly youngsters ko. Very listen carefully. Very listen carefully. See, when you awake from bed, 24 hours is given by nature in your life account, without protesting, without demanding, without pursuing. It is very costly, more than gold, more than money, right? If you can utilize it properly, you should be very different from others. If each of the individual who can utilize and who can understand the importance of this, the state or the country can develop just like magic, right? But even today, akoy nahajing khangdabane. Ay nei yorpada quite tangba sana lupa dagi hen tangaba pung kunmari ay gi phangi. Ima leitrasu yai pawa leitrasu yai nangasu yai paisa leitrasu yai quite tangba podama mi kudingi piri ba pung kunmari. Masi aina falen sinarba ay soidan maki aina khaliba miji oini. Ado masi padana miyam jina sinarba leipak tu magic dong sahogane se koi ngasi bo khangdri. Sim khatang khangbiu. Please note it in your mind. Thank you very much.
Tagachari, Sir Dr. Dhanavel Ashram, Sanathavi give a topic, transparency and accountability in implementation of development program in Manipur. Family as an institution, society the lady with disorder, including corruption, misgovernance, malpractice, family the lady deeply rooted over lack of democracy, lack of accountability, and lack of transparency in the family. Sigisina same color society, adugi kunai duna same color state. Ama the imung manung the story ba mayam dugi reflection ni haidana thambiba. And again, amai asanka sarna changshale iba khongjeng haibatare with his leadership. Manipur the corruption maru phang muchat na bagi pandam the transparent over accountable over governance ama administration ama development implementation ki program mayam la hanna bagi pandam changsel le khongjeng asi ki solidarity ut piramba masi appreciate to piramba aduga short term khudak ki oine khoi tawde adaba amasung leiriba phibam masi ke kanana ba amata ngai ba pambai si masi ki campaign si oigini haidan thagat piramba thagat chari sir Dr. Danabil Aishram in between akhoi si makha gi mathang gi panelist akhoi kothok chadring mamang da ngasai presentation de khoina wacha hoba kitang late oina lakpi ba mi kharadang present to nabagi tangkak to logjage question jari ame sangka sir
ai ngasai khara chitha ki ba ama ni laibagi ojan ningam shiro nda lekhat piyo akhoi gi president tangkul people organization imphal ningam shiro nda lekhat piyo da akhoi gi presentation dum ta yahon biyo aduga next Mrs. Julia Singlai nda lekhat piyo social activist segi corruption stop corruption se man front head ta ka tarim line da segi women wing da man lead to da bani thank you atop to ko namu to jage
Thagachari, in between, I want to acknowledge the duration taken by respected Sir Dr. Danabil Aishram. It was 40 minutes. Okay. Sir, matam je maintain to be with the Thagachari. And which doesn't happen, haitare, yam toina tokpa, data te san, ngang was my amna zuka tanning buga, the Kagazu sang ngang venis, anyway, Matangi say Ekoki, Mayam Nazu, Yam Pamba, a very outspoken and very bold journalist of Manipur. Among the Senate journalists, Adam Yam Tomtino in Nganba, Manipugi, widely among all sections of society, among all communities, Yamna popular over Manipugi, one of the renowned Senate journalists of Manipur, Tamo Hematagumar Ningomba, Chief Editor Wail Kati, Aduga Hana Tongan media organization, Mayam Amazuli to Biramaba, a Kokshanzake, Tamo Hematagumar Ningomba, Tamanang Bigado topic na. Disappropriate asset of government officers. Ma'am, hope kuma magloy na tamo kusyon bigo.
Ahanbada Thoromsi Sinbiriba Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur Aki Maiki Dagi Tagat Pongruksari Aiga Leng Amatada Puna Pamina Jariba Lamdam Sigi Masak Nairba Wazaguru Haitare Kangahi Singbu Ain Mafam Shida Lepsarga Ikokno na Kurumjari Aigi Mangda Lengshin Biriba Kwagi Lagla Suhairaba and Tungi Yumbi or Kadaba, I get the Hosi Konai Suma Mai Sumbiriba, Halaman, Laiguru, Marmopang, Kwaitarabu, Kono Kurumjari. I want the Bibiriba topixi, Nainading among the Aisum Kali Asang Kasarna. I want the presentation amateurs, Kari Noni. Hi, see, I stop corruption. Some Nishang pay one it up. Akoina Taina Naha waiting at the Luhong Kondong was some Sapasida, Pingo Shalaga Luhong was Sapasida, Lekai Shivu cried the you on Janone, some hungry, Mayam. At the you on Basida, you do the thing Banina, you on Baduka Fangido, either. Masin Maya Karioba, Kogi Naha Manahai. Akogi, you on Bayadi and a Chelaba Mapamdo. I took it to under the you Longanin. My high. I say, Hogi Yam Samba, Hoganonico. Habati, you have a see, you on but thing but back hangam the bob. Aduga corruption, have a see, I quick a Sagona rega, labor maramna, Mashibu hector, thing but a wabama way. I wish fight that the Kashubu Saraku Pangdida, Asumba Huran Mayam City, seen an illibac policy, no I mamsi. Sent by some winning none of Parising State. And Lyra, Suraga, Sari, Mayam, the came in Akumadilla fee any sooner than a Pontebaco. And Huran by Shachini, Muka was Yap Huram Jan. Although
Mapan lebak ta yeng biu sokot pa lebak hinda China da kamai tau ge ti yeng biu maku he to khok kadam ni adagi di then khudam sangdam phangadi Islamic countries in the day adum yeng biro adum tholaw na dum khudak ta dum lo shale dum suma mayam am lei akhoi su leita badi nati lei lei bado akhoi na mayak si kitang wat pa simum lei anyway ai laksage ai ngonda pibi riba topic si disproportionate asset of government official. Government official. Mayam na kambinam gani. Ako gi magi live income ga. Aduga magi maral matum ga. Sana daba haibani. Live income ba di kayo. Magi tham da magi tolok kaya lai mapasya kaya fangi haibasiga. Mangon da lay diba magi maral matum mayam siga anisi sana ham thopane. Sandragadi madu kari kawi adu Quran bani haidoi ni aina lupa lak am phange tham da aduga lak am phangbadu phange aina kari da lupa lak tu sinage se adu hana khangandoi ni adu khanga kandu da adu nataba mayam ama mai marandu da sana lupa mayam tawduna lau ga se panglei da leidana leiram taragadi mai paisa do kai de no haiba pot ama laidana aduni akoina disappropriate asset in high Siniko. Lepak sigi democracy, India ki democracy si pillar of nasai. Mayam lo khang biram gani amana legislature lere, then judiciary lere, aduga then executive lere. I want the PBDC executive ki role ni. Executive sina kamain tawduna moi sina moi maral mathum si kamain tawdagi sigum bagi moong dene ngon the PBDC si. Anyway. Aduna akoina Hoji yengsi, kui mangda hoji yam sawa challenging ama lay, mayam pun musuh khambiram gani, gamen ama hoji lae mayam yam harau ni, gamen ama lapasi mayam ki nungai pasu luere hoji si harau pasu luere, mayam na harau risiki maru iba maram di mayam ki wakat pamsu lay rani do, ada ki di vote mayam ki thok mayam laurani do, sini ko tok dise, thok mayam lau dei ngai lay ramni, pareng leng doram ni ko. Vote mayada mikal mayada gamen ama lingan ba haibasi mayam adum khang biro kari maram gino vote ki sen kra tanjau haibagi mong natro aina sum khambada adu oinam gane na khali open secret ni kumasi se lalaga su amato su mayam ngapi tare si open se smile ado thabak kaurani thabak kaudoi si kana na kaudoi no gamen ki di sagi legislature ki di warep ni swai tawduna post kaya no lodo se department mayam gi hang mayam tigalo pikalo aduga den lorasi hai lodo sida akoi sida staff selection commission na am linge ko staff selection commission linge thabak tawba hore koi gi ranjit na mana ko IS retire IS na mana torgal lit torgal le ado staff selection commission da sinagadra sinaroidra se akoi adum khanara se ado kamai tawduna thabak sing si lawdoi no staff selection commission da sinabadudi regular post hoina lawra gadi moi da sinaba yai natra aduna taba mayam dudi ngasagi moi da sinaru gadi yada bani na regular oidana lawr kane karman lawni karana kari harakani part time ni harakani karana casual ni harakani ama tawni harakani swai torga thok mayam ama hoji kaurani kaudor si minister na order thokpati yati constitution ki matungina executive pangun order thokani director na thokani IS officer na thokani MCS officer na thorkani thabak kaurani thabak tawrani ko thabak kaudoi ko ana mari thabak tawri kano si makha taba order ama thokti ba phawba na takana moi sahi ama gi hoina extend tawbani khangde ama dongde thabak lawbagi interview tawrani tawrkanda thabak tawbada thabak khalle na haido si kana gi soino tawdis soisi kana gi no hakanda submission soi taw ya ponti ni executive hajni official hajni asini koina ngasagi bureaucrat officer asi asibu kowe koina IS IPS lena MCS MPS lady mayam adagi di sugma mayam sina director oi mayam sina authority oi moina ne batawris sigi marum dani ko sinjat da tawdis aduna sinjatum jaisi kaimnati yam chambajani hojik sodum tawi am sodum tawi loi khangna waktani ado wajadhara bin sa harama mayam do adu yong na I hagalaga sarlor gadi ngasi gi sinu misin loire roe ko loiro di ai gi manaba doctor yam lei doctor singdra ai bai noi lori pisaji yam di yam le kari dores OPD dabu lupa satre lokala di kamai tawni lairab di kamai tawni har kani adagi di si mi ama thaina laing matam dadi ꯈꯦꯠꯅꯕꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯂꯃꯟ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯉꯛꯄ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯇꯦꯁꯀꯣꯞ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯨꯟꯅ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯂꯧꯔꯒ ꯍꯥꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯦꯜꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯈꯛꯇꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤ BP ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯒꯗꯒꯦꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯐꯥꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯪ ꯀꯔꯤꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯅꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛꯁꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯆꯥꯔꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯨ ꯐꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯍꯞꯇꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯊꯥꯡꯈꯥꯏ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯅꯪ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯣ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ ꯈꯣꯠꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣꯏ ꯀꯣ ꯂꯤꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯔꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯔꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯀꯣ ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯍꯦꯟꯗꯣꯛꯑꯗꯅ ꯑꯜꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯁꯥꯎꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤꯀꯣ 30% मागी लेग्रबनिको 30% मयामदो खंगु मयाम पुनम खंगनेसे नत्रा अदु हारो कांदा भाई अइना तमैबा इहैसी लाइन तमकुनते इपादुनाने था खुदिंगे ngona थारैसे लुपा लिसिंग कुन थारप कुंठा थारप कोनदना मद मयाम थागिनी अदु मयामदु मियामदे खंगुगद्रा हंगे अइंगोंदो खंगुद्रांगे अदुरगदि वहंग अमल आए नंगना नंगी अहलमन सिंगदुना नंगोंदा थागिबा सेन मयाम डॉक्टर ओहेम चंगे मयामदु मियामदे खोंगोटपसि कयाम लेरगदि खोंगो कयाम यामगदि खोंगोटपसि नंग लोरे लौनियन हंगे हाइरुदि यादे खनदुइनिको स्वाइ तौइ समाने उजा धरबिन साइ थम्बिरमिदुनि ngài cái đó vote tàu đấy election tàu đấy khôi na thung hàng đô tham nín đảng sẽ cái nó cần đó mi có vote rồi lupa horen listing ani ni phang đôi ni voter am ki manga le ta ani manga tara lupa listing tara ko tak pai đôi ni mana sahi manga nei đôi ni du khang da sine bo khôi ki na mayam khôi ki sahi no ri ba na mayam yam yaw ri koi hai ninge ba ko khôi na politics se lalon pot oina no khoi na lawe aduga yam tukachana lawe aduga politics is the kaino leipak semdoini khunai semdoini ji kawe natra semgo de leipak semgo de ba khunai semgo de ba politics da nakhoina yongning di aduga then lupak muina pirpa kharak tu adu torga nuina sahi manga gi right to yo thok targa de khoi kamai taw aduna ni ngasi khoi gi manipur na sam tung halaga le huris sine ba ko aduna IS oire IPS oire mapanda like tammi swai tamdre mampa sen paiba mayam duna mapanda tamhalle oinam ne ko oi thadokada khunai gi sana bisu khangdi natra kairo lekai gi sana bisu khangdre akhoi gi oiba pot ama oide moida laiba pot di mapanda leiriba mayam duga western gi or natra na ato sakot la balai bak mayam gi education mayam du ha laga la kan de kadore swai da ne ba naithari si moina soyama torom dai sida mana sendudi paisa poro di haiba yada banina जात की क्वेश्चन मयाम जे हंगदना मीनदी सोम नाकंदा थबक तु नंगहौरोय नंगाय दोइनी माना फाइल थादा के दोइनी कैनो मिसलगा सुगुंबा कोची कोरांग कोतन अद सोपदी नंग सिगी सि वादी सि म मेंसलौ सुमाइना तहल्लु सि म तौदगदी आई सोइतो ngमोइको नत्रगदी लेपाक मांगनिको मयाम मांगौनिको आइना पैसा पिथोरकदी माना थबक सि तौरोइको मुन्ना काइना तौदेबको मांगौगी पैसा खरदु पीरगदी अदुम थबक सि तौरे सिनेबा तौरिसे अदो सुमाय तौदना लुपा ngसागी तोरोप लाख अमतंग पीबा अमतंग चाबा मीसिना मयुम कोनुंग दोंग सारे अदुगा देन लुपा करोड़ पीबा गाड़ी मयाम लेखतलगा तोंगे मागी नुपी अंगांगी अकी अमौगी लग्जरी गी मरन मथुमगी मयाम अम थम्मी कनादोंग थम्मी हरगादा ngसागी पॉलिटिशियन गुमना थम्मी politician जो अंगपमनी मसागी ममिंग द भोट से कनो मरल मथुबजी थंबे यादबनिना मागी मरी मतागी मागी सानबगी फेक तोरगा म तोरगा थमिनेब को सेन मयाम थमिनेब सिबो कोइना ब्लैक मनी हारिसने ब्लैक मनी मयाम मा ऑफिशियल सिंग सु लेयेब को ले ऑफिशियल याम लेख जानी पछाम पाइ जानी आईएस हम पाइ बसि अंगपनी नुपी होनी रोली मिना कोइना politician खता हाइरोनो को कमिश्नर द नुपी अनि लोन बियोरिमनि को अहम सुबह याव हारिसिनी यong अखंग मयाम यावरिसम को माई सि मयाम सि लेरे इबा मयाम से खुय येंगसे बको अदुना सि ओपन सेक्रेट खुय आइना आईएस ओरगा आइना असोबा फम पाइ तारगदी आई सेन याम पाइबा यानी आई युम साबा ngमनी से सिनेबा सि ओपन सेक्रेट ओरबनी सि कमाय तौदना अखोय खुनाइना मसि थिंगदोइनो नत्रा थिंगबसिन को इन लुई हाइजे हे हौबदि यावहरबो पोट अमनी अदो अखोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दा यावरिसी ngसागी रूल दसु यावी एम्प्लॉय अमगी मागी कनो से मागी इनकम से सही खुदिंगी सो तगदबने sort of ISO sort of gani then ade kadoba akhoi MPS or su MCS or su employee khudi maksing se low mak my income se low utkadabni government low utkadabni then lanai mu akhoi ba utkadabni official khudi mu utkadabni then akhoi thikadar ni khangde amani khangde low mak uttayadi ulisi kaino misi sen pai ba yabra yadabra yeng se bako nupam da aina nungsi na masi angang si ai yam lun to bangang ni karoram pisal lagi na yam ngre yam har gum se bako lupa lak ma pi lagi na nang si lakam si loro na lupa lak ma ai na magi account si ta long kapo huziki nupa na taga nupi gi magi keno se akhoi gi magi bank tuna magi account se freeze tong ne tong ne lupa lak ma lisnya kai kitang helak pada mai kadorni adu de KYC nang KYC puraga satayati nang kanano kadlak pesano si nang tak ngai di nang bank tun hangwe aku papot na mani si pot se mi amana paisa sel leibase utke hai taragadi open oitiati madi income tax sibani madi suma thabam tawbani mana lak ama kapa lak ni kapa kapi mi du kaide laiba mi du kai man gidum mana lak ma mon kapi no mana kai do rogese si government agencies na thigatli ne bako adu gidam ta ED lei ne natra adu bank lei ne mayam lei ne sini lei aduna mi amana sel pai haraga sel pai basina aina lupa karor ama paiba ani paiba ahum paiba mari paiba manga paiba property mayam lesson base masi se kamai to gibu ai income si utpada so to bata lo yaw gadam income tax ti bata lo yaw gadam madu yaw dar kan dane adu yaw ba kangbu bhokta kadore mi gi CBI na sing thore ni yaw kan nangna akhoida so to badana lupa karor yakhai khaki tawi aduga akhoina search to thi matam dana nang lei di crore lising ama hena lei nang crore lising amagi nang kano thigadam ne income tax ka thigadam ne na faadana pundana jail thamna bi yawri sing sine ko ado sigi kano sisu adum lambi su loi lei ko lambi lei aduga CBI an laktar gadi akhoina state ki employees da di yati only ngasai gi kano gi government India government ki mogi central government ki makha da lei employees ka sani MU da sani adagi RIMS da sani ateti da sani khogi na kran kanana tawi Manipur government ki na vigilance department habam de masi anti corruption cell na maminga de phajani anti corruption cell anti corruption bureau suba mayam amalay ko adugi anti corruption department oidiba vigilance ke oidiba se masina kanana pai chief minister na pana pai natra mana pai adurgadi ngasagi ma se mana tawdoi mathau se kaino mongonda lona piriba adungma mayam do yengsan na bagi piriba matik mayam do sai khurji paibam legre aduna ke dore khoina harga but thabada sappa but edo musni ko mi memda sam ko uso yum mai tharo zo mi tamnaru soina thaba but ka chap ane je khoi tawri sin vigilance department tawri sine ko mai mathau gi chumna tawdi aduna ne khoina ngasi Manipur na waris adna ngasai da bureaucrat mayam na tawriba mayam se khoina ubungam daba loi sengboy ningi se adune ko kena badem khangmani da atai ne khangda so magi yena khada leibuduna khang adu khangane ko as moi ma du ma pa du gadi yam wana horok pani he peru ka yolo sarak pani amatrok pani adu thabam to gi kaino mayum bu kaino sahi fadi mi kaino tak la wang khlei ga kar ga sa tong khlei ga da haino de mayam ko yena khada du khangi ma kainom tawre se adu mayam na ka ke mai sibu namba phor ga yon jala adu lo su lakti ni soida hainari ne si mayam hainari ne ko sikana na ui ga kanana thiga aina thiga da bravo ma yena khada lei bai khoina thiga da bravo lekai na thiga da bravo adugi thirana ba agency thammine ba akhoi gi law na thammine ba ko adugi law thambi bu law du na kanana pai re jagi chief minister na government ki makhada lei gre government ka yana ba mi du oiraga di adu sangu ka da ma phi hong ba ta ba sa hong ta ba hana vigilance ne lak ko hong gat ta leram ta ba a pakhan khanbam da hong gar ka ma do re na leram ta ba aduna yana ba tawraga lei adi government pai du su yana ba ko adagi den hui corruption thingna na ba vigilance ki kambu du su yana ba natra ad miyam ai khoi su yana ba compromise theory da loina leikan da kadore Manipur gi oiba semit lon gi phim lekha tarakle ado thogalon lekha tarakle adagi den kamai to gi bu ngasagi pisak pikna hori ba ngang mayam ama hori singje masigi tungi magi life se pura exploit tok pone pura manghan bane aduna akhoi ki thambirami ba laifa ki lo se phajana amtang karak amtang lakse amtang karak law aduna khoina haining badi miam da ina hajening ba setin nati bako asugumba agency singse mase independent body ohelu hagadani independent body ohelu ko miam ki thabak tawbada aduga yaragadi masida mugi maraksida bako mugi maraksida akhoi local gi hagadra manipur gi mugi marakta adum mi amani adum representative oina sum yahonba moi tawsi kai dawri gi gai sum yahonba manipur si khangam de da yawri mi ju yen khari yena leram dana bako adugumba yahonba gi tangai fadaba I leibra na khale natragadi akhoi manipur si yate sai official sing na sare ba sen mayam soi tori badu mana soi tawdadi ya ponte soi tor ka thaba hap toini aduna table da yena doini mi kaya leire sir mi lising tram nga lai kaya khandoino mi sama khandoini sam khandoida da se sigil lisi hapun prekdoni silisi hapun prekdoni sagi afaba khalu ko matik sa mi khalu ai gamen lenge da phayang turing tawiyar ko nang mi ta hape yaroi ai su mi ta hairoi ai mantri MLA ge su kana ta hape yaroi asum batu da khallu hayo ado official singduna yaning kadra masu marum topini ko sa madu da siminsan phanam lawjaga su mam lawga su ai tara di yawni tara du da lupa su paini ado di ma ibe maduna partner bani pisa sam phangne na pa le maga han loksin dharam madam suma mayam amale suma black money suma corruption black money means kadila ino corruption de lak pani corruption de lak pani aduna moise ka dogebu prevention of corruption act 1988 ki section 13 clause 1 clause 2 sigi makha sida moisi charak piba yai moi charak piba yai ko chairak phangda toini ne kana kana phange si minister ga yana da government ka yana da mi khakna charak phangi mugi yana ba ngai di charak am ta phangde natro adur ga di ai nga sai hajari ba tha ba ya ba butni mingon da tamnar so tamna ba ya ba butni adugum ba agency sing che natro aduna sigi agency sing je am ta hara mayam pun maning am ta tamanji aduga nga sagi disappropriate habadi nga sagi masagi income ga aduma gi senthok ka sana da ba se masi phagat pangam ne na sidang hajara magai mayam gi kainu thang ni jari
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Hemanta Kumar Ningombam, for that illuminating analysis, highlighting the importance of scrutiny, transparency, and financial management in developing public trust on governance. With that important perspective, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the next crucial dimension of our consultations. Governance is not only run by institutions, but also by informed and engaged citizens. Public vigilance through social audits, civil society engagements, and responsible media has become an essential force in strengthening accountability. To elaborate on public vigilance on corruption, may I invite Mr. Rais Ahmed Tampak. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Rais Ahmed Tampak.
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries and esteemed panelists, distinguished guests, and my dear friends, actually, Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur organized a one-day public consultative meet on transparency and accountability in implementation of development programs of Manipur. Yamna maruoiba adugumba topic amakhakni aduga yamna sensitive oiba ikoige oza anina yamna maruoina topic sigi maramda yam fazana marik chumna thamkhre hairiba topic asi engon pibiribasi public vigilance on corruption tasengna na ekoi as a public ekoi gi democratic ki process sida democracy ki process ekoi gi India ki largest democracy ni hariba pithribi ki democratic ki oiba process sida ekoi gi tauriba mechanisms mayam si ekoi mang da phamiba even including myself ekoi gi welfare gi ngaktane adu unfortunately haujikti ngasai haibi kriba for example ekoi gi legislature judiciary amadi executive loina na ekoi fourth pillar ni hairiba madugi mayam dugi aran badu su puthorakadoriba maruaina press ki oiba ekoi gi fourth pillar oiriba mayam singsi loina difang to halakpa ngasai waja hemant tanayam phajana haibi kre India da hojik lairiba enforcement directorate CBI tongan ba lairiba ekoi gi anti corruption gi income tax ki lairiba farm singsi masana thabuk tawba ngamlibra ekoi gi haijaba taragadi ngasai haibada yaukhre kari noi kan ekoi but sanaba mafam du da but chatlaga ekoi gi kedobagi mong du da dom naina laire adu ekoina maruaina public vigilance on corruption si tasengna na ekoi corruption si thingba khak natraga na ekoi mayam bahap taba du khak nate masi ekoi gi society amade ekoi gi generation si ngasai oja ka sang ka sarna haibadi yawi kre masi gi si ekoi gi developmental nataba ekoi gi generation dubu natraga na ekoi gi culture dubu ekoi gi peaceful coexistence mayam sibu pullapna subchal laga puna na bami bagi dictator ki type ta lerak pa dumba part ama khakni haina dumaina thamjage masina maram moiraga ekoi gi maruena corruption se paisa khakinati masina ekoi gi opportunity manghali masina delayed development to hali aibadi theng dhali development mayamama masina institutions mayamama mapangan solali just like ngasai gi ekoi gi laikriba mechanisms mayamama vigilance hairo ED hairo CBI hairo income tax hairo natragana lairiba ekoi gi local body gi lairiba mayam singsi masina ekoi gi thajaba manghanle masigi achoba maramsi aduna when a project is delayed citizens suffer when quality is compromised society suffers when public resources are misused the future suffers so obvious never aduna ikoida yam maru oiba ikoi as a public amoina aina paizariba maru aina vigilance on public ikoi gi corruption se masigi sigi achouba part amadi ikoi na lofam to ikoi si bhap taminagadabni haibaduni ngasai ikoi oja dhanabirna family dagi dictator ki part se koi logtho aba family gi koi ki smart ki part ama koi haibi kriba mayam sing se koi na apply tor pa kan du da masigi si theng na bang kani haiba adom da koi khangmi na ba madar ka lai khoi dagi marwari si Manipur ki beyond Manipur ki oiba context ta nai nar pa kan da larik ta iba ama tongan ba mayam sing si loina mak tham khraba matung da corruption si karamaina lakpage masigi si karino Manipur da tawriba mong si karino haiba kanda any development nama masi ekoi gi lal hobiriba lam Manipur dagi Manipur haiba si India da tinfam thokte na tragana tongan ba hiram singda tawbiriba highway da lawriba ransom amadi any laikai gi karisu laitaba nala chanbagi da percentage lawriya masi ekoi loin khangna bangaktani masi ekoi na karamna accountable semgadage haiba azwai gi area du dane masida muscle power ama yam chawna sankani madugi chap chaba khudam ama ai isa yauna matam amada ekoi 2017 gi ekoi gi hojik paliba BJP gi led government sina ahan ba sarkar semak pagi tanja du da ekoi gi इंडिया की ओइना 2005 तगी 2007 फाउबा अखोई याम चाउना इंडिया की अखोई माइनॉरिटी की सचार कमिटी रिपोर्ट हाइना कमिटी यमना थीजलगा माइनॉरिटी की ग्रुप तरुक के मरुआइना मुस्लिम क्रिश्चियन सिख्स बुद्धिस्ट जैन पारसीज हाइरिबा कम्युनिटी अखोई की रिलीजन तरुक असिदा बेस तौबा कम्युनिटी सिंग सिगी रिपोर्ट अमा मदुगी 15 पॉइंट प्रोग्राम अखोई लोइन खंगनरबा ngakतनी मदुगी मतमदुदा 2008 ता मतमदुदा पानबा मतमदुगी गवर्नमेंट की कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर अखोई अंतुले महाराष्ट्र दे कारकपन महाना 15 पॉइंट प्रोग्राम अप्रूव तौर मतुंगा ख्वाइदगी चाव सेक्टर अमा MSDP हौजिकना प्रधानमंत्री जन विकास कार्यक्रम PM अखोई JVKY हैना अखोई हौजिक तौरिबा प्रोग्राम मल्टी सेक्टोरल डेवलपमेंट एंड प्रोग्राम हाइरिबा प्रोग्राम सी माइनॉरिटी रिलीजन तरुक सिदा इम्प्लीमेंट तौगदबनी अदुबो 2009 दगी फुल फ्लेजेड ता हाइरिबा प्रोग्राम से इम्प्लीमेंट तौरे अदुबो मणिपुर दा मदु माइनॉरिटी की मरुआइना ब्लॉक अहुमदा चिंगी लमसिंगदी मपुंगाइना क्रिश्चियन ना कवर तौरगा लैरबनिना मखोइदि ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स दे कवर मखोइगिदि एनी प्रोजेक्ट अमा थाबा यारे मदुगिदु मसी मागी रेशियो सी कमाई तौगेदा सेंटर ना 90% स्टेट ना 10% पुथोकदौनी मागी सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस सी अहानबदा अखोइगी DPR then madudagi district level committee then state level committee then empowerment committee na center na dumaina Manipur ki chief secretary tongan tongan ma mayam na tawraga project si khangadoba adugumba yamna transparent oiba process ta karigumba hiram ma pawbada landaba adugumba process ma khakni hairiba process si mafam singdu matam singdu pandabida ingon the file lai phajana ikoi matam du da yam kan thijandana ikoi honare मफम से तंपाकी वाइना माइनॉरिटी concentrated area से ब्लॉक अहुम दपी अहान बद इम्फाल इसकी CD अखोई ब्लॉक कैराव बित्रा की ब्लॉक 2 थौबाल डिस्ट्रिक्ट अमदी जिरीबाम हाइरिब मफम अहुम सिदा मतम दु दपी अदुगा हाइरिब माइनॉरिटी concentrated area से कमाइन आइडेंटिफाई तौगदबनो हाइब कांदा 2011 की सेंसस की मतुंगिना तौगदबो अदुगी सेंसस की मतुंगिना तौगदबा अदुगुम्बा प्रोजेक्ट सिंगसी मफम मतम करी मतलब माइनॉरिटी ने ना कंसंट्रेट तौबा यादब मफम सिंगदसु प्रोजेक्ट से इम्प्लीमेंट तौरपदगे अखोइना कंप्लेन तौबा दिल्ली दा अखोइगे मतमदुदा इनाउ ngasi ge anchor oi biriba miras khoi si yawe matamdo muktar abbas nakbi dai koi salaga wari fajanali ai ba pi evidence pi khudak to the secretary kausalaga matamdo the Manipur government da hairiba che do sumaina hairiba project sing si re-verify tawba darkar lai aduna athu matamda masigi che pirakadamni hai makha taba kari tawkhrabano khangde aduna hojiki lairiba अखोई लाइरिब से इट्स अ वेरी क्रूशल अखोई मागी सिंडिकेट से याम साथी न लाइना से कैंसर दगी है न साथी खरबा अदुगुम लाइना मखल मनी अखोई लाइरिब से अखोई इसा इसा मक्सी अपॉर्चुनिटी फंगगदी मदुदा अखोई लोइनमक चेंसल लगा खुदोंग चाब लौहोगदबनी हाइबा टाइमिंग ने अदुना नसीगी पुथोरकलिबा ट्रांसपेरेंसी अमदी अकाउंटेबिलिटी हाइबसे मसीगी सी तसेंगना याम साथी ना लेयर मयाम अमदई खोई स्ट्रगल तौब दरकार लेनी मजदुगी दमकता करी खोई पुंसी मांगबा फावबा यावबा यावरकनी हाइबगी वखलों दो आइगी नसीगी करी सिगे खोई खुदोंग चाब लौरगा थमजरी अखोई मणिपुर दा पोट खुदिमक कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड दा अखोई थबुक तौजरमी हाइरिबा कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड सिदा सिस्टम अहुम खक सिजनई अखोइना सॉफ्टवेयर से अखोई करी है तारे अहान बदा क्वालिटी ना फजना चेक तौर मतुंग दा मदुगी स्मोक टेस्ट है ना अखोई इम्प्लीमेंट तौब से अहान बगी इनोग्रेट तौब से स्मोक टेस्ट कौई अदुदगी स्मोक टेस्ट तौर मतुंग दा इम्प्लीमेंट तौर मतुंग दा फॉलो अप एंड फॉलो थ्रू है ना अनी ले अदो हौजिक सी अदुगी प्रोसेस से अखोई दा इम्प्लीमेंट तौरंबा ngасai ओजा सांगना हाई के बदा 35,000 crore मणिपुर दा थादग्रब पैसा से kari kari da changkhige si kana amata thinade tasengna na aigi oiba motadi hojik pudi secretariat si somda hongdo hongjin kharadi tawre secretariat ta thariba gari mayam se masi laiba paisa si karamna lauthuaga madugi che chang si karamna chumhan sige na adu khaki tawbane haina dumaina laujage maramdi madugi utilization jing si piribra pidabra kamai tawrimo ngasai ising leita mafam da su ising gi tawtu hokre haire adumaina ngasai gi MSDP gi project se so far aikoina 2018 phawbada sum chaurak na pabada aikoi gi minority muslim mitai pangal na phangpham thokpase 3000 crore gumba gi chang yoge. That is a huge amount. If we distribute household gi distribute tawba kan da lupa kya kya thongani mayam amdang pabiro aikoi gi si 2011 census ki matungina 2,39,000 something khaktane bai khoi gi population. Ado itar de household da kaidor pa kan da lupa kya kya thogani individual yen ba kan da su kya kya thongan ado development do real time da ngasi Manipur da lairiba 8.4% gi population lairiba mitai pangal gi khun sing da high river infrastructure sing si ubra hai nam tang mayam chal yeng bis. That applies to heal even in Imphal gumba karida ngasai oja sang na hairi doni paisa lauthokre haris aduna aikoi gi tawgada as a public amoina RTI lai ngasai RTI si postmortem tawbani tawkhra matung da soikre haibani adugi mayam sing dudi kona amaka mention na ba madudagi mayam ma aikoi da risk leiba mayam sing du soi koi khangmina ba matsumi aduna aikoi gi public vigilance haibasi karino kamaina tawbano masi aikoi citizens mayam si scheme mayam ma aikoi da aikoi gi National Food Security Act nafsa ina piri kari gino piri si masi gi si aikoi da kari gino piri si kamaina tawbano madugi scheme mayam ma laikai gi khun gi adugi aikoi gi kari haiba tare rural development gi urban gi housing gi tongan ba mayam piri sing si aikoi na karamna madugi mechanisms mayam si karamaina aikoi yengsali adugi mayam sing si aikoi na karamaina madugi du kanada report tawdori ba mi sing suna onkhalaga madugi dugi threat tawba tongan ba mayam ma tawbai aikoi da thokhraba ngaktani awaba piba भूत हौजिकी ngasai do adumaina भूत se puthok ga adumaina tawbagi mawong sing se khoi da adum lei hojik se khoi gi sigi si achauba Manipur gi future da khwai da gi mangi ba masi aina haibana te GK pillai matamama gi interlocutor oiramba Manipur gi phauba mahagna defense analyze ki sugum bagi khoi gi mifam mamada pung ani gi wangang YouTube te yawribni any Manipur dagi setpa any government officials including cabinet minister including legislative members makhoi na Delhi da laaga kaidori se only ni ba khaktane na mana direct phone hai bane dugi kari du da yawne mayam lang tar yeng biu pung ani khitang hen mani yamna authentic oi ba Manipur gi history Manipur si karamaina horakhi hai ba se houbadagi loi pho pung ani du da yawre ni aduna Manipur gi future gi khanba mi ama phau leite hojiki leiriba situation sina takpadi maramdi hojiki leiriba situation sida khoi mayam sina leiriba khara si chathok minaba mamde loithok minaba madu khaktu ai khoi gi achauba daita mane na khalle adu de hena ngamba sing du neba MLA koina vote lep ke na khalak pataraga su MLA du gi mi khara paisa financier khara lei investor ne aduga paisa puthua kan da heng MLA kara kan da mangon da thika pi dorine adugi mayam singdu tauna na ba du hanjan khina ba madudagi 2 times 3 times for example 1 crore investor di 3 crore phangna na ba thabu ma pi ba example sine ba culture se hojik se si koi unar ngak tane adu wai koi amma phau haide adu ngasi ri oja sangna Indigenous People's Forum gi through dagi puthore ba topic se it's very right time hoji koi 2027 da chauba Manipur gi ai koi gi democratically khangadaba elected body ama lakadori hairiba matam du dai koi youth sing ꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯐꯝꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯨꯟꯅ ꯀꯨꯞꯅ ꯈꯪꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟꯇꯦꯕꯤꯂꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯒꯦꯞ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯈꯨꯗꯝ ꯑꯃꯇꯪ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯀꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯑꯒꯦꯟꯁ ꯀꯔꯞꯁꯟ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯨꯞꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯗꯦꯜꯂꯤꯒꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯥꯝ ꯑꯥꯗꯃꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯔꯕꯤꯟ ꯀꯦꯖ꯭ꯔꯤꯋꯥꯜ ꯃꯍꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯨꯞꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ 2011ꯒꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯊꯦꯡꯂꯞꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ 12 ꯑꯗꯨꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯎꯕꯤꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯟꯅꯥ ꯍꯖꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯥꯔꯥꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯄꯨꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯅ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯟꯁꯄꯦꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯛ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯂꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯤꯒꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯟꯅꯥ ꯍꯖꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯤꯔꯟ ꯕꯦꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯔꯕꯤꯟ ꯀꯦꯖ꯭ꯔꯤꯋꯥꯜ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯁꯥꯟ ꯚꯨꯁꯟ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯣꯞ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯄꯜꯂꯛꯄꯗ ꯃꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯥ ꯑꯃꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ 2G scam 하이나 따오게 맞답니다. 2,000, 3,000 crore 아두금바기 corruption 아마 따위 하이나. 그라이드 베시스 따위 이거 CAG에는 사이 코댕기 이거기 CAG report 아이나 매암 따비랑가니 하이리버 report 투다 수구마이나 마이닝기 타북시스 마이나 2G기 이거기 스펙트럼시 satellite 타거 그런 마통도다 마두기 메가헤르츠 아수 아마 요원바 따라가디 마두기 पैसा 아도 많이 떠고도 미코르까다메 하버도 마두다 지연나바 미오이 마야마 티하르 젤다 라이키 로이나마 클린 칩 방가가 토크레 하이리바 2G scam도 तौरंबदा मूवमेंट तौरंबसिंग पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में लिंखले अने पीरसी यामना सटायर होइबा यामना मेटाफोरिक होइबा वारी मखंगनी मयाम भाव तामिनसी अदुगा दिल्ली की अनिरक 2 टर्म्स पाइरे हौजिक पंजाब ता आम आदमी पार्टी ना लुचिंग सरकार पाइरी कया यामना ट्रांसपेरेंट तौरी कमाइना तौरी मखल मथेन अखोन लोइना खंगना गांगतनी थबुक मयाम अमा अफबा लई मदुगी कैदौबसु लई अदुना सुगुंबा मयाम सिंगसी अखोय लोइनामक केस स्टडी तौरगा मणिपुर हाइरिबा लमदम से सुपनगी मी लाख 30 मुंगतंग लैबा याम एक्सपेरिमेंट तौबा याबा मुंबई की गली अमगी मी मसिंग ने हेना यामला लैबा धारावी हाइरिबा स्लम एशिया की ख्वाइदि चावबा स्लम दुगदगी हेना मसिंग यामदबा दुगुंबा पॉपुलेशन अमनी अदुबा इखोई से पुनसन सी हाइबा कांदा तोंगान तोंगान बा नैरेटिव ओइबा मागी मागी इजम मरुआइना कांगलुक कांगलुक की इजम मयाम सी सागलागा सुगुंबा मयाम सिंगसी की चाकथुंग सी फंगनबीदबा फंगनबीबा आइना निंगदोन पोमना पोमना हल्लगा इखोई मणिपुर सी मी खराना खुदोंग चाबा लौरी हाइबसे मसीमा इखोई लोइना खंगमिना बस चुम्मे अदुना इखोई स्वाइगी एरिया सिदा आइंगोंदा ngasi pibiriba maruaina इखोई की पब्लिक विजिलेंस ऑन करप्शन की मतंग से इखोई सिगी सिदा जोराकपमा इखोई की खंगबा दरकार लई मरुआइना हौजिकती ट्रांसपेरेंसी से टेक्नोलॉजी की यामना मरुआइबा थौदांग लौरे मरुआइना ngarang nahan अखोई IDP सिंगदा डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर DBT एना तौरी सुमाइना अखोई खुदक खुदकता हौजिक लाइरबा सिंगी डेटाज अमदि फंगफम थोकपा बेनिफिशियरी सिंगी डेटा दु सबसाने अखोइना फंगहनबा ngमगदि मदुगी मत सबसाबा अखोई के अकाउंटेबल अमा अखोई दरकार लई हाइबा वाफम दु के दौजरी लोइना लोइना अरोइबदा मरुआइना थमजिंगसी where citizen remain silent we as a citizen remain silent corruption becomes culture and where citizens remain vigilant then accountability becomes system haiba wafam do sumaina ai thamjage ai timing do di exact thank you so very much once
Thank you, Mr. Rais Ahmad Tampak, for the insightful intervention on constructive strategic steps and critical look at enforcement, sanctions, and schemes. The discussion emphasized underlying broader concern regarding governance practices and the importance of robust accountability systems. Having examined the challenges, ladies and gentlemen, we now turn towards solutions. Discussions on corruptions must ultimately move from diagnosis to reform, whether through institutional strengthening, policy innovation, or administrative transparency, to present recommendations for measurements for abatement of corruption. May I invite Professor Chinglen Meisnam, Professor of Economics, HOT Department of Southeast Asian Studies, Manipur University. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, and also my dear students. I am Tiana, Tamna Wana Zagame. Although I assuming Javada, the audiencing see some boring Changshang Wang Momale. Then can you see mobile room the loina power of attraction music probably going to mobile the labor male. See Matangs the Yanama some hiding but Maroina Koi Saturday was at Harbika Quiggy was our put the Saturday Quani Yang was manning to the Yang backbenchers. She then had a quite attention peeve. Aduga Quiggy Mamang the Pumbase Masi Makia Wang Pangamoy no less lay Aduga manning the Pumbasina Quiggy Trixiam Haver. Strategies yam heba. Bot car is the money Amacado in election lepity. Mamang is no quay IPS, IS, who give the icon. Doctor go give a duga. Manning is in the quay strategy yam heba, trick shape. I need to put an the paper. Although I am a hiding Basi Hanana, quay Japan, see hiding them high. Quay Maruna Satra, quay students in Yawi Base. Left side Maruna Quiggy, girls in Yobiri, right side na Quiggy, right side the yoga dramale, Quiggy, Satra, Pam Sasing, Pimzana Yam Maling seas. I question them Tangangequa. Some comes equal some boring tube on the Navani. Nasi Tang can order when I call Tokrekiano. Tang Sitang can dead. 21 call for the show. Matang, your good name, please. I mean, the Bugan. Oh, ngasi so many question am I know the what is the significance of February 21? Hangaba. What will be your answer? Sigi questions here. Civil services, IS, IPS, Sigi 2018, 2020. Animakta hangiba question never. Hi Bangambra. Kangde Kangdagadi Kangde Dumharo. Yes, no. Increase that decrease and Hangbada, Saturn Kume, manning the Pambado, Yam Hidana Manning there. Sar, crease in the Yadazarena did go. Increase that decrease a country of Maido. Sar, crease. Other Amas Hagasi Kanga de Haroqua. UPSC Sidahan given Amana, why? What is the significance of December 9? What does you come, Maroy? Say anti corruption gi low given a minicom. Yamaroeva. At the Simadi Kanga de Royal Loco, Kanga Badi, Yoram Domande, do 2 minute direction. Why? What is the significance of 14 February? Loikangbra. Valentine's Day, the Loikang in a trap. Aduna, a coina, Sigi awareness, a Koyamatok, the awareness, Yamatok, financial literacy, budget literacy, scheme literacy, Makalme Amako, social awareness, Yamatok, and a quite kang the Badiksu Amatori never go. Tian Jam to music, Tian Jam Satina away. I don't quite change. I quite decided them longer some lady ever. Blockade Kurto, Ban Kurto, cut figure to the Palau the Launaraga, the Shep in a car. Shep Simatung the Loyle report Kudima. Shep indigenous people, Shep Adu, Shep Adu Sangai, Shep Adu, Shep Antony for the ladies. Come, Adu Amazu Haige. Manipur, last 2-3 years data. Tauko Muna. IS aduga IPS 29 Manipur join to give. join tꯧꯈꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗꯒꯤ only one ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦꯕ 29 ꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯂꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕꯦꯁꯟꯗ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯂꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯕ ꯑꯃꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯀꯣꯟ ꯀꯣꯟꯕꯩꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ IPS ꯇꯔꯥ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛꯇꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣই ꯃꯄꯥꯟꯗꯩꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ 24 years ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ 24 years 25 ꯁꯨꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ ꯖꯁ BSc ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯣꯡꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯠꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯗꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯄꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯂꯥꯎꯔꯤꯉꯩ ꯂꯥꯎꯕ ꯉꯔꯥꯡ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯂꯣꯞ ꯂꯥꯛ 2-3 ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯧꯈꯤꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯇꯦ ꯃꯄꯥꯟ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯄꯦꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯗꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯑꯗ ꯁꯤꯃꯇꯪ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯪꯉꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ 9 Decemberꯁꯦ 9 December ngasi February 21st February si yam marudi singda so koi dialects mayam leiba uji koi sigi mayam lei ko the language ngasi international mother language di ne imalon mother tongue se say if you talk in your mother tongue adu da ngang na targadi mana su ngi mother tongue du kham mother tongue orgadi it touches your heart weba adu if you talk in say suppose English or Hindi adu orgadi nana ko just it goes to his head hadi ma nang wonta ina Hindi na ngango adu nang just it goes to your head not to your heart hai se ko Nelson Mandela na ni ngasi jam nung siba mother language gi de ne adu Manipuri language Nepal suba 8 schedule chahen bai 1991 da Delhi gi board ta akoi gi rally chale adu ihana na koi gi adu da phiran parga chapado ai photo ma ngasi yorome ba yam nung siba ne 1991 da board ki mamang da 91 da yang koi re na ko adu matam si kisu khaude ba ada aina ma haining se se koi Japanese sing je koi gi ma gi lon yam nga koi gi Korean sing je moi di masagi lon ngang Chinese sing ma koi masagi lon ngang ba North Korea se masagi lon ngangi aduga nuclear sari ne masagi lon du khang bado English khang da bado adu nuclear sangami ne natra ada moi se Japan gi prime minister sina Washington da satar aduga Barack Obama si unadoini ko masi wari je koi ozam ne ribani ai ngasi noite sum haning dan haibani ko yam thuna haige yam patient hearing noi leinin khale ada hojiki basic English ki my conversation ki class ma darkar le reba ada hojiki trainer dun haireba prime minister Mori si am haibani sir nangna chatpam da Washington chamatam da adum Japanese adu ngambi akhuna translate toge adu only 2 words sentence ani khatang di nang English na haibiu haireba haye na haireba ko na kai kenu nang na Washington da kogi fight ko na matam da na personal unadu se Barack Obama unani hek unabaga nang na handshake tor kani nang ju handshake na khuti do handshake to matam nang haidu se how are you hai se masi koi Japanese na haibi ganu English na haibiu haiba ade how are you hardy amadur kumakto je I am fine and you man har kani dana adum sagala koi guess away dana ada adu arge jang sa me too hai basidum ga nang khangro sine atai de khone Japanese dunga bi ro khone translate tor ga hare ada mana khangi wo hai je ani ni ko amana how are you hai basimaga me too hai basim khang ma ji flight tong khreba sat khreba aduga flight tarak pa matam se Barack Obama mai nu pi le pa meba ama kok thok khreba nga sai ki how are you kok thok khreba ko adai pa sangala mana handshake ki tok chala ba adai mana who are you na jang khreba adai Barack Obama si ikai reba ko mai nu pi mamang da who are you ko yeng adai mana no aga ko madi am phagi jam tawi dana mana hai si madi magi nu pi du kan ko bune ko gi kari misal I'm Miss Li's husband and you and Haiba me too I don't talk ado mana I'm Miss Li's husband ha par mana me too ha na manuk sing giba aduna ko ngang jam muna ta hudra gadi me too gi to sata ne bu ko aduna mobile dong atang tha to ga som dang atang mai on san jen taw ni da me too gi to sata ta na ba aduna ko gi ama masi sumai na bale ayam ubu se talab jab se mui ko tolop na taba talab jam chaba talab se akoi bra dai khaini chaba jada chaba aduga sukya cha tab sule ma di jada su cha de talab su cha de khaini su cha de fish su cha de meat su cha de yu su tak de cha su tak de karim tak de man chari se sen katani ha em du katani man chai atai di kem cha de man yam phaba mi ni yam the good leader ma pasha din cha de ma di kem cha de tai hai bus le ko adu ngasi di pasha chaba sing china ko gi masing yam cha laktana kai dor ge da parikha su fail oi be masing yam ga di moi nga me ba khadang oi be du di phai ba sidi chaba lu yam da chaba si khwadi chaba mi si hoji di hero oi re ba adu masi mak ta ngang ba sina belen oi ba hadi ma di ko gi anti development gi activist no ura ani bojik ti ko aduna hoi mayam no di pangai hara mai khal mai anti corruption movement ma hori si ko gi ana hazari gi mahut si ko gi asang ka sana sindu jala manipur ka khalam ne ba ko hadi wari si asang ka ko gi kanu gi di ana hazari ne to gi bi di sakar on gi ne ba ko aduna kari hai lambi di thar matam sumai thai neta out people in ne lambi si thar me neta out people in ne adu mai pak change yam nai to gi maram di anti corruption gi movement si di it has no ko gi border sai tare masi di ko gi kuki leite na ka leite mete leite kai mete hadis di dharma leite jati leite kai mete akone lepi se anti corruption du gi mak to le community du oi do u do ne natra sisya marwe inclusive oiba slogan zo yam thau ta ba common issue common challenge ne ba adu re di akoi madu da ko gi pura mati solidity lo ya ba ana ham ba horen kau thok ni miser gi se am khatang ha jage nga sa gi mathak tu da akoi sigi body sina numit ama lepaga numit tu da gi 5 lakh ki signature campaign ma tau se 5 lakh signature campaign yam jam ba man bai wani 5 lakh signature campaign se kari handa kari ama ko gi kari election gi da ko gi congress ma tau gi da kari bacha wai na ma tau gi do lakh ma yam thum khong gi do Manipur ka luai na koi political party amata na koi gi koi signature campaign to busu de lambi da 1000 street ta thoga ngasai ge koi gi rally cha pasu de aduga koi gi prime minister modi lak da mi lak ta thopa ga mi rahul gandhi lak da lak lising da lak ta thopa ga mi adu manipur ka luai na koi gi adu gi ho to ga madu da de koi gi nangi pradhan amagi autonomous council gi mirep amagi flag hoisting gi mi du bo puthoga lambi da thokki da manipur ne natra ko aduna people gi trust se confidence maru na ko civil society organization sing the ladies asina su maram orine aduna swaista ina thamjara kanda aina amuka su ningsangi dam sim to ka su hauge hojiki 5 lakh sima ko bi ga no maram di 5 lakh haise ai gi mungda mi manga tuk leba loi sign ton jai aina manga pur ga ni mi amam na television tara 10 20 to buda kari ge du gi left right tong matam da no gi MWA gumba networking gi de duk thuranga maga sidi kai ngamo downline de ke gnam de na ball mayam tu ball mayam thin thok pa ya pon si aduna 5 lakh signature campaign tor ga madu submit to governor submit to president submit to prime minister submit to matam da mathang amu 10 lakh song ne ha matam da madu da manipur ki figures mayam jon bai university jon bai doctor jon bai mayam jon bai manam di morally support to ne si am lai ba aduga yam effective oi ba makal gi movement na mane ba sigi movement se ko aduga koi manipur lon ai se rule chal matam da di parliament ki 218 MPs की signature कोई खो में कलेक्ट हुए अभी मनुंगा रामायण की सीता साबी बीजेपी की गदो थोड़ा यावरी ने अदो कोई दिसी की कल्चर से signature campaign की कल्चर से याम तौदे सीमा सी तो निंगे याम थुन तो वे याम लाइव अदुगा वासु वांग दो वे बा अदुगी मतुंगा कोई ना तोंग तोंग कंसल्टेटिव मीटिंग करिकरा मैं मदुम चथा भी आई को मसीदी कोई की अवेयरनेस आई तारे awareness ki campaign sina mangthan ba sima yamna mathau tai sima adu ani subada manipur da leriba officer sing MLA sing minister punamak sa masigi ko gi individual gi assets ya masi declare to sahi kutingi haibasi ko gi kanu da nitin kari ko gi no bihar gi se minister ujiwari ba nitish na su adu UP da su ani max da horokpa matam na moi laukte sarkar gi thabak tor besing na within a week makhogi magi lan thum se lok thok kadam ne chana ri ba chana doi lok thok kadam ne adi matang lakpa matam na ne su ijai Manipur ki su yam nga isi keno da ngak pati na te masi pukian su sengi amarom da na magi wer tu yang di ki ba ko gi singi da candidate ori ba candidate singi marakta Prime Minister Narendra Modi dagi saru 5 times 10 times na pasa pa biya we adu kai de khangi election ki affidavit khangi within 5 years 20 ahamba dugi na 32 crores hoiba ahamba i thakba election du da adagi mathangi election lakpai do 5 years da ma mantri su ide ko adu 53 crore hoiba jawoiba 1000% 2000% mayam jawe ado inequality di ang pafana leba lara jaba nomugi ko gi ngasa haiba mayam do sai gi sangka sana hai gi ba wa ba mayam su le ado inequality atik mati hangale corruption ji inequality hangal macha masu neba ado moi wanga mangamdi maramdi gan tantra leba GUN gan tantra gan sina wam ta ngam ngam dreba jiking da su tampak ta su dum yawar ni sigi se tampak ta bok ta dugi film dre kan sing de kari uram doino moi voice thok ngam de buji si yamna sathiba amane ba ko aduna silai adu akoi moment tok dana tumina lai thok padi yaroi maramdi silence is golden yes but not all the time akoi madu logadam na madugi militancy do madu akoi lefam toy adu ai handa keno da sali aims mangalagiri all India Institute of Medical Sciences mangalagiri adu madi keno ne Andhra Pradesh ne ado Andhra Pradesh si crore 1600 ho bani how the 3000 crores ki le ho re ngarang nam da se mani aims to Manipur aims leini leini ase ho po leite 3000 crores ki pot le ho e ba moi du da ado madu dai ngak pase keno da convocation da magi convocation da koi guest hoin chapane ai guest hoin to tan chatle adu da uniform da selende western gu ji uniform da selende moi da moi adu ya pite anu cham cham lai pesam jangde ade red carpet mantri yawe mogi red carpet thaba yaro in instruction pire adu bharat sarkar ki mantri su yawe ba nu ji ki health ki minister yawri ni adu carpet thande yam chamna sille ko moi da tongni side dum hore austerity se sen cha ba cha da side dum hore ba ko ado adu ki director do koi Manipur ki oi Dr. Santa ma oi anthem Santa aduna mana invite to na isu chatwi ba adu ai hange city pet scan Manipur da hoi private di adu sudum tangi sida ju lising 26000 ne koktai na kongbokta koi cancer gum kari gum bagi logo se 26000 ne vista charge adu ai na dang 5000 ne hai adigi amana ngang nan je koi gi kan gi lungs ta mapa do na lungs na re cancer kan ta oire adu masi surgery macham to de yaro hare adida in cancer gi anakpa private ki amada thare ba nganu pinja do ado man har ko matam da sar ai prime minister gi car su pare ado paisa se kya no hayu yadre any amount chang be hai bangam de lak ma ge da tra ge dra kun ge da ko hai bangam de si private ni government gi de yeng hai re sa kamai to duino hai re government gi de facility du leiti so hai le so hai khang den ma hai re ba ado ai na che chang du tha le ado ai aims ki doctor myam du ta na re lupa kya chang ni na sar si di 10 to 15000 chang ni hai re ada diamo bose sigi films aduna koi awareness haidi akoi masengi I pau phone ba chakwa thorangi matang da health ki matang da education matang da employment matang da koi je scheme gi matang da koi je aware oi besu wat pasi su maram amane aduna koina anti corruption gi drive si to matam da Manipur da akoi scheme kyam lai Manipur da si akoi myam khangba yobiri de habi ona sentence sponsor scheme kyam lai ge ba Manipur kyam na ko implement to ge how many schemes have been implemented in Manipur sentence sponsor scheme si akoi dum idea laite dena ko ado si bok to koi idea laitre ga di lu doini na akoi scheme gi literacy ju mathok ta lupa kya ta dagre adagi ministry grant lupa kya pithagre adagi khoi gi kanu se PRI de dum khangi ko hoski angang sing de amana khangam dok su mandre adu moina heng le hodu su kamai tok dun khangde IPS suma pandagi IS suma pandagi adagi kanu suma pandagi don maksima pandagi lawyer dagi dress suma pandagi adagi adu su dress su atai nataba akogi MA tamgi ban pimcha amaga aduga MA tamgi nu pamcha amaga an han gi Sunday market ta Korea gi khongau lupa yang khai na tole me ko CPU Korea gi khongau lupa yang khai America gi phuri lupa kun gai tole me ba akoi se isadi akoi gi kare ni westernization gi Koreanization gi Americanization gi wakal di khanba adugo pocket indigenous ni na ngasai koi second hand tadi upai dei treba natra chi phim chok chalai ne per capita income one of the lowest in the country handaki economic survey puthoe February tha da adu da Manipur se khwana one of the lowest way yam tin hele koi Mizoram na adu aina paningi di senja thumja gi maukta koina torpa matam state da moment torpa matam da akoi ever rebam change scheme kyam lei 54 scheme lei central sector na kya lei adinga sagi budget ki wafam adinga sai vigilance ki wa mayam hairi vigilance ki sahi ki budget kya no do idea leitragadi adu suludra Manipur ki apunba budget lupa crore sing kuntha dena kuntha ma butu manungda vigilance and the anti corruption department ki budget sa only 7 crore gatane ba adu 7 crore su 4 crore 5 crore den sinangam de tolo piraga dum lore kem tongam de adu mangna su indicate tori ne Manipur da yam effective oiba vigilance ki sigi kanoma yam powerful oiba leiti existi khangi ne ba ko aduna subai tawduna khoi budget ki maram da su idea lebam change handaki budget puthorani je khemchan ata chakri je budget puthorani nonis da puthorani Mars ki tang trab ki manu de soidra Manipur budget puthorani ba aduda kaya yamna si yauri adigi schedule track na kiyam yauri schedule caste na kiyam yauri kedori mayam se loina khangam change ado simtang hairake ne su mayam da su information hoina si chahi magi budget ki ni Manipur gi schedule tribe yauna atai te yauna ko maruin schedule tribe welfare gi damta sahi magi 1 year gi 834 crores sigi department ji kai theba 834 crore 834 crores aduga spending actually spending lo ram ni ko spending kya to i khangbra 834 crores gi loina to bai mota 310 crore spent allocation gre adu di budget happy ba paisa du lupa suk yamna khoi gi spend taw deba handa dum tarang mani finance commission gi paisa Manipur gi lupa crore chanipan samapon allocation taw da crore chani chahum jong na sinangam di adu su manga bani amang ma hatani aduna punamak sa masi khoi documentation adi khoi awareness taw gi me mathau ta ba aduna punamak siga loine na ai loishana ba ai hona jage IFC di gi irrigation and flood control department gi di 1336 crore sahi magi thambada only 293 crores spent or lotion le sigi gap se masi audit tor pom tam ni khange adung sai do CAG hai to CAG ji khang ko control and audit general ai state ki koi gi advisory board ki koi ahum mari member oi ba ai sio ne si amna koi kup ni yengi ko sigi se handak ti khara su kup ni yeng se hai na adumai to handak ki meeting the last meeting su ai masi ai di big budget small spending sigi adu no explanation why sigi explanation darkar lay people need answer adu darkar lay bido aduna si thamjage aduga aina hojiti ai lotion bagi part 2 da changsan jara kanda mayam kari khambe ai sumtang ai lupa lising yankai gatang ai gi tarap dagi hapsage mayam tumin ngasi budi am pare tumile aina no anti corruption gi meeting am tawe ko MU da yanan ba wai je suma hai ba aina ngasi meeting simbire sigi ai gi tarap dagi 40,000 katang donation taw jage mayam ko ba khore ba sigi khubak khubai makon horing he Manipur da corruption thi manga moi hai ba adai di problem thoi ba ko ju khujul ba am tar he ba ko donation chawna lora ba adum tu dora bane tai any group any political party wagera civil society donation wagera donation chawna pi ba da hararo ba dum tu ra da ni maram di mado influence the investment tawri ne si khanga dam ne haidi paisa chawna pi ba miduna loina tawning ma torokani ba matam khrai matung da ma ki slap ol ka do ne ba aduna khoi di donation to mata na mass collection na miam dai tawdre akhoi gi letter da akhoi gi masai iraga pibi sigi thaksi angang sing ju loin tawre ba si amang pani si tur da ne Manipur tur da haidi lupa yang khai cham na ang ba khomba khai ba collection torga donation box ta tawgi habit to late reba adu ke dore hojiti che pira ga tawba che pira ga block thopa che pira blockade tawba che pira ga to ba som da changhan greba ko aduna punamak si koina tawgada ba siam dai aduna ina loksalak boina koi tawmine ba bada koi Manipur da si tawna group ama satra sing jam jawri public ki koi corruption gi matang da public perception survey on corruption si mapandem tawe si koi Sri Lanka da di moi si hana tawe sigi thabak si paikatring da perception si kamai le gen as yad rahe adu tawri adu phung de ne media da public perception survey on corruption kamai legi sima aduga atai dudi akoina social and print media gi campaign nung pen adui makhata ba yam chathrak pa yare ko adu ngasai ai nu ji haiba signature campaign sima hayeng mass meeting ama tawni ka haise public meeting tawni ka haise signature campaign du lorga tawrga de mi du mayam thorani in terms of thousand ne korom do lakh ta thork pasu ya ba haiba ngamde aduna koi khara laiba paisa sangda ba cost effective oi ba sumasi tawsi aduna kujiki koi gi aina losalakpada simtang Bihar gi Bihar ji paisa chabagi wathok yam thueba sajik ka chabagi sajiki sanna chabani dana moina mina chare na moidi yam thokiba adaida sumaina mai ba se har losalagi ko Japan gi prime minister ji Bihar da la e aduga mayam nu siraja ne ba Bihar ji da mana haire mogi chi misada noi Bihar se kuli ngata sungai yam ngaite ai sembirage Japan da sinaro please hand over to Japan within 3 years Bihar se masi Japan ontoken haija ne mana ndai mo chi misai no gare okay right well kan to masin to du mana nangi Japan do Bihar da sino 3 days manung de Bihar ontok pigi haiba adu mammi di Manipur da pai hi leire naindra aduna sumai marka tawdoini aduna sumai yamna khoi gi integrity ga mari leinaba madi party yam jawre madi polga party su loi chure man yaw do party am de leitre man yaw di ba party se di only lila party ka tangai re habisu leiba ko loi yaw ba party kudi makse integrity question eba Manipur gi integrity kan ge de ai sa gi integrity su hana kan bam change ba ai sa re integrity yaw da kan Manipur integrity ngang bai si yam thi lui ba ko aduna khoi gi aruba mayam leire aduna ina ngasigi yamna maruiba sumba koi campaign haitare sigi sorok moina ahan bigi wenen thamjari wafam khrasi thamjaraga amatanga chitha hore tamaida aina chatpada kuire health ka mari health ki survey chatpada ministry gi ne aduda aina hange ba tamaida matamduda yam kuire 1993 94 ore men khale ai national family survey editor oeba ada capai sidaida kan homa lerame koi primary hospital haitare health center ma adule madu moi sigi hospital sidadi kamai tawi hai doctor leibra doctor diam toi lagte adudini delivery di kamai tawi hai angang unam se angang pok se delivery se adum leptana tawi da tu di haire kaina na doctor yawdan kai tu esa khoi chawidana dum tawi hai akhoi chawidana dum madi am hai madi doctor ga dum bari sana bane hai madi dum yaw bane hai ko aduna aduguma mafam mayama Manipur gi kachin ko yam da koi leiri bane ko aduna koi ngasi gi campaign sa masi koi gi Manipur kanmagi adugi saruk ama part ma kwai meru part sing manu masi part ni aduga slogan sa masi inclusive ba slogan ni adu masi di punam bu koina konjan mangami aduna sungba yamna phaba koi gi koi gi slogan se masi makong yangan si phataba paw makong yam yang mani adu aphaba paw makong tapi nupi lon bagi paw yam makong yam yangi ko adi mayam je wari pakha sani dana nupi lon bai war de nuai bes de mayam je ta gathering jam lai ba ko aduga sumagi koi gi discussion ji di meeting jina yamna boring chu yeba ko ana koina boring chu ri ba pose sina koi gi future leptori ni adu masiki dam tai koi chap chana ngi sidagi koi wasak loba loina na koi ngi sidagi khongjang si mai pa han si hena thamja losin jage
Thagachari Sir Professor Singlan Mesnam Department of Economics Manipur University aduga and sir kenom dang confirm taw joge ngasai 50000 si seng na pp thor pp okay okay anyway hauren amuk amay sang kasar na 50000 pai gre bagi question ama amuk laga de na adu confirm to jo bane again khubak to kanam khu khidre to sir gidam to khubam tang not for 50000 but for the speech okay thagachari aduga last but not the least ngasigi panelists mayam gi marakta gi role of MLAs and ministers in development program have sidang angbi na bagi damak Sir Dr. Gaikamsin Rianmei. Please welcome Sir Dr. Gaikamsin Rianmei to be speak on the topic role of MLAs and ministers in development program. Please welcome. Sir.
Thank you. Please stand up and do exercise. Refresh. You have to press the button. Thank you. Respected panelists, all the ladies and gentlemen out there, thank you so much for the time. And it is already 2 p.m. now. Let me see the strength of students coming from Manipur University or them. Please, raise up your hand. Yes, both them and MU, no? Okay. Them, university only. Let me see. Okay. Only one. Okay. The rest from Manipur University. Great to see. My target is on you. I have seen most of them. They are becoming all powerless in one way. The future lies on you. So face with me. I'm going to speak to you. And the rest also, let us try to catch up the youth. They are the future. Thank you. And I have no choice about the topic because the organizers have asked me to speak on a particular topic. And another warning, not to go beyond 20 minutes. Big warning. That is the point I'm getting started nervous. Time. Anyway, luckily, most of our former speakers didn't take much time. They have left for me. Thank you. Very grateful to you. Anyway, if we go on speaking on the role of MLAs and ministers, as we all are aware, my role, function, responsibility is lay, naina bada loy adugi area dani aina wajabese. MLA ga minister gi role se similar in larger scale di manavani adubu cabinet lakpakanda di moy na khara lumtak lume. Otherwise, member of Kinonina Loina, Honorable Moy roles, Saubangatani. Awada pa yang sinba, I coin a kang buduni, just reminding you all. Remind Obakatani ano banatreva. Everybody knows about the role and function of our emirates are directly representing members. I coin elect or raga, I coin a bot hadaraga. My kangnaraga. Mapam da nangi constitution da ai constitution loina khangna ba potni unaraga activities to tharaga leba to make very simple lengli ba kholi ba tori ba singdo mo role ni hoi extraordinary case kanagumbi na kra extra mile low bu na tongale mi da so kra khit nai some MLAs knows how to go beyond their normal ko nung si bagi natraga khara haija bagi natra khara nungsi ba hen bagi factor tongana di le reason di tongalam gani dubu commonly loina manai khoi na thengda bidon adoi da ai kanna tawraga lening dre. Coming to role of ministers in development program masida ai focus toning kre. There is assembly the debate tawang sai hai bum na. Let me continue again, come back to that point. Issue pukhat pa local gi issue singdo pura aga assembly da debate tawa development tawna da ba sakhat thorang da taw bodo moi gi ro oire. When it comes to cabinet di moi di department portfolio ko na haineri bido department asigi in charge minister do hana 12 minister lebido moi gi role di yamna kino tawbani intensive oibani moi di head of department ni amarom da simple way da ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯪꯁꯅꯤꯡꯗ every meeting every decision in every meeting of the department health ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯨꯖꯕ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯗꯣ overall supervision ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯇꯥꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ minutely every meeting of that department he or she will be the chairman always ꯃꯥ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯐꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯔꯤꯅ ꯑꯦꯁꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯠꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯑꯣꯐꯤꯁ ꯀꯥꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯃꯐꯥꯎ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯄ꯭ꯔꯨꯚꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯄ꯭ꯔꯨꯚꯜ ꯄꯤꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯄꯤꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯄꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯥꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯦꯠꯇ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗ approval has to be awarded by the concerned minister adugumba thau pubasingdo department mengi matam-matamgi government na chief minister na magi council of minister appoint tawjaraga masin nangi Mr. X minister oibaduna philo asi pairo health pairo education pairo haba minister sing na tawgada role duni development da asigumba role leba asigumba important oikraba minister sing na tawgada ba masidani yam focus pining base no doubt horen lake foundation budi hojina smaina samlap pasat lage commonly the policy formulation moina tawjarak dawrise mayam se aduda tawrani development education developmental gi asai habagumna accountability and response assembly the debate tawba khotpa thabak department gi progress laiba laitaba detail khangning ba assembly da hangnaribado what is that progress project amagi minister market opposition or so even from the same ruling party hangba yai hangzu hangnai khara watli party masen ina congress or so bjp so amagi particular gi natte adu hangba yade haiba leite ba akoi colleagues or so party ama khata tawraga so aini khangjadaba personal da maram amadagi keep in touch tawba ngamdaba official senen dagi khangjage akoi colleagues na party masen or so minister oraga so khangpham thokpado ai hangge hana hangbasu lei assembly da ko about the progress of the project aduma opposition na yamana tawe adusu opposition later we cannot have a strong democracy moi ga su negative on yeng ba ya pot nate permanent nate ngasi opposition oribdo hayeng ruling mu oibusu yai ko adumai na tawribdu ni election se 5 years na lakpani na akoi power chu lei adu gi power question su ko na lakle dumai na tawba role do accountability and response haina samna haribdu ni then strategic decision making da decision making process da kanna lu ba matter sakhat thorangi major infrastructure projects highway tawna building college university tawda hospital tawda masigumba budget semba khotpa masida cabinet minister na di fazana role lo tabani yengsin ba tabani adu marak tani aina ngasai kazik panki bado focus one of them pick up tawraga tawning ba se matam lei tabanya masigi role do ngasai hai kare developmental education gi part ta minister singna karamba mongda to what degree implementation part ta ensure tawbra yeng shinbi bra yeng shinbi da bra hai question do ni ai khoina uzabada minister singse effective on thabak tawdaba maram oidana ni ngasa former speaker sing na so hai kare project delay tawba utilization matam chana piba ngamdaba phando leiraga so sizin aba ngamdaba matam chana live tawkhiba sehi amada loigada ahum mari manga phau loisin ba ngamdaba gi center na pi ga da ba ngasai paisa thada ga da ba hai da ga da ba sing do su madu loi tri phao ni ga no financial ne da mu rak pa hai ba su ya da ba ni ta ba su ya da ba amuk chat ba kan da delhi kang pu na hari ba worry du ni finish your work first sanction hana to ki ba do then only will give you hai ba ne paisa di India government na di ai su Manipur government of Manipur gi department amagi deputy tauraga workshop 3 days yawe how these Delhi people are talking about fun. Some says sky has no limit. Sky has the limit. But in this matter, if you people can implement the project well, the fund has no limit. Hai ba phao hai ne workshop ta tau da begini hai ba adu da ai hojik phao ngak ba si loi dri ba paisa leite si dri har ga lai ba pi ga da ba sing di paisa yam lai pi ba ya da ba hana pi da ma da thabak loi da ba hai ba ma ko sumaina sumo hai secretary amana the government of India is trying very hard to become a permanent member in the US. When we are trying for this mission, notice that sao kat tran sumai lei ba se Delhi da ta sao khat pu na ai khoi di recognize to bio ya dre ne hai mamai da di yan nan ba ma khong da phuri thong ga lei ba du kramai na international body cha ngau ba na ti ne hai re moi na notice so sao khat pa ta ne Delhi gom na Bombay so sao khat pa ta ne Delhi gom na notice so sao khat pa ta ba ni adu gi city do gom na then only the international organization will come to respect and recognize and give you the membership in the US. Permanent member da. Madu maram oidan ai khoi si ware thabak phajana tawro official ma oina ai sat pagi. You. What are you doing? Hai bada ngak pa loi dri ba. Among pi re halage among pi halage ai hai ba hai tre financial to help me moi government om dian hai ba do halak pa pisa sing do kino amada basket ama gum lai hai ne financial gi kuna da mang de hai ba khoi da thadar ba do implement to ngam da khoi da khak na te any state ta halak pa sing do mang de hai ba moi na chu si gi dak ta na pi ba do halak ai hai da na hekta kino ne hai na secretary asok ba ne hai na sijin na ba ya da ba head to lang thok su ya de adana kino amada financial tam ama ai khangdre ko adada dum thambasi chao khre amount do sumai na lei hai pisa se ti akon ba ai khoi maran do oiram ba ko abca target to bunda te ko pai ri ba government sing do kana ra khangde tam hausi khak ke tam gi ori na tre moi na ri se sumai na lei de chao chu sao khara seng dro pirak pa phao choi khoi gi damak ta chem ja ro yum sa ja ro haina ai gi brother amada example ni ko aina kro manga pi ba se sup sa dra di nang di du ha ra ga dum kangpo gi yum de dai ba ta ba na tro ai sa ba hai tren angon amuk pirak kro manga do amuk pirak to ga dai di nang di kamai sa khai ka ni adu gi logic da ai pan angon da pa le ba adu phao lai khre to ri ba se adu who will take care this problem hai ba di khoi thi do se ngasi gi meeting da su ko horen recommendation da su adudi kana mai na pi khi ba kri ro sin da bra hai ba di pai ri ba mi sing do fix to ba ta ba na tro nang pura su ai pura su attack na te si di na tra ai oi ja ra ge hai da na si ne ngai chang ne ngai khang da na minister do oi thor ga adu gum ba pesa tha da ba sing da ma na praja gi da ma ta ma gi pesa su na ta ba center da gi hoi moi gi khuthang da di lak pa ne khoi representative ni na ko honorable ama oi na approach to bagi department ama gi head on approach to bagi pirak pani we cannot deny the fact adu amuk sijin na thagadi pirak pa do praja gi sijin ro noi ni ba matong in dra ka lai re na piram ba do sijin na ra develop to tragadi will remain like this same way da election amuk la kani ama na amuk la kani adu gi pesa lai re ga lai re di hai bani da wakhan do adu gum su theng na khre ta ja khre khre meeting da aduna paisa se sijin yana one after that one of the frustrated highest, one of the highest official amok lep khat le adu gi matung do. Next speaker. Kamai taw sira sidi. Meeting ni ko, consultative meeting ni. Kamai na paisa se le ra so si na ba hai tra bani na. Si jin na ba hai ba mi thi da se development gi na mak ta. Hai na expert na mana secretary mana mung lep khat le. Ai na pi ri se primary information ni ko ai wori na te ba meeting da jaw ki ba wori do ne ba. Adu di government sing na hai tra ga di private NGO ra kana gum ba thi tra ga di si di khoi saw khat so saw khat roi. Paisa chu ko smai na tham ne ngai si budget da jaw han ban na te. Let's do something. Hai na muk ma proposal pi. Then discussion was on in this matter. Let us try to find out some NGO krapasana sincere oina expertise yawa labor sing thira ka tawtra ka di government bu khak ngai ra le di akhoi notice se natraga khara remote oiba state sing si saw khat aroi. We cannot depend on state government like this forever. We want to become a membership of union permanent membership at the earliest. For that, we have to develop nook and corner of the India nation. Who work for us? Such committee to sira have a proposed or worry to nara le in India government of India level da. Bisha lai ta bagi na ta ba. Nasa develop to ro have do to ba hai tra bagi ko. Masi phau ai thing na hoi. Reporting ni ko. Sai ba sunate ai gi idea sunat residi. Meeting consultative meeting na isalu bagi report to pi bane ai na taram ba khoram ba do. Adu gi level da di lai ba. Aduna aduai da su khoi focus pi re ko. Kramai tong sira adu expect amat sakre. Please take note of that. In it, the reasons or factors for ineffectiveness of implementing development project. Akoi su pala ni ko. Akoi da han direction han pi ba ta ni. Moi su pala ni. Puna mak pala ni. Ineffectiveness in implementing developmental project. Tiba kanda, not my purpose of having studied this is not to blame to me, to myself, to yourself, or to anybody. Academic study ni. Yamna ineffective oi ba. Thabak si progress sang da ba. Development, government come and go, change u da ba. Every year budget di lai ba. Karamai na no ngasai gi pa da so khara indirect direct related di oi. Hai na thi ba kanda. Ai khoi maran short term, long term ani se. Horan so suggestion da so la ka ne du hozik share taw ba da. Ai khoi maran han na blame taw ra se. Ai khoi gi minister sing se office ka han de ne khoi so. Ai sa nu pi gi birthday no mi ta so ai no bo tha da ram ni na hai da na. Minister se yowi da ba ya de yowi da ba ya da han na bo di tha du ra ba ne amuk mathang so le ka da ba ni na ma office da khoi adugumba phajana scheme mayam do implement tawraga supervise tawraga soi tawraga meeting tawraga ma office karak laigidab do sanapati da lakadab ne the only example ne ai di sa ani le jate amakhak lai ne asidi soi ba de ko khai ba kan ai na bot hadaram mani na working day da adu so minister se tanai phatna numi chu phasale ne sidi hore ne 24 hours yam lu ne ne government pai ba department manga tara pai ba su lai ba ni na ko aman amu hai same way da ai na hai ba mutong de ya man da su ipa si bo numit lak ta ba ya da adu haren khang hai kan adu su sat office ka dre ne minister se supervise ta dre ne meeting pham dre ne inspection chat dre ne ai khoi gi maran phek da sa se ba khoi di ko ma ato to moi negligence la kan ni ko asin loi ba na te asi su one factor asidigi numi khra di lo khre tra tha khra di lo khre da si manga da minister gi working days do thabak su do mang tam do adu ni ruhong bada lak ta ba ya de adu to ba ya de ada to ba ya de hana matam mang hala le family gi problem sing da adu so ai khoi su tok phata ba rather understand to na ba ta ba ngam ba le na di kari su mateng pang snu mang nang gi muru gi through dra ko kari gi through dra working day lak pa ngam dra su suti numit lai ba ton lak ning man di noi theng na lak pa yai na Sunday lai holiday ma yam su le ko example ne tat kan no hai ba ne tat nang gi relation do tat hai ba na te ba ko bo ta ko minister ga representative do ka asi so ai khoi so khang ba tai ai yara ga and adugumba minister ai oi bi mi oi bi personal na te si kino Mr. XYZ gori na te moi su minister ka khar ga di MA tam ga da PhD tam ga da ma sa ma su sing du Bombay da thin ma sat pa JNU da mi san gi ma na pur ga sat pa MA BA tam da Delhi ma than ta sat pa hai da lai sa bi pakhang do mi or roi minister do ma cha thin mani hana JNU da mi san phang na ban na pur ga sat pa ma tam ma ga working day da thengna dro thengnai ko masi su sai bana te future gi wari ni masi su no tangai phaman da din ana ayek da di khang dre ko ai su mi su prime minister su president su adu nat ta bi da lai sai ta hingum na isa nu pa mi san phang ba ma tong da su adu thilu bani hai na ha me MA BA PhD tang da pa khang le sa achok kra ba me chu oi kra ba adu sing do du ma tam mang han la ga lai ba nung si ram ga ni adu la le ba madu ki responsibility do mana pudra gri I have no right you have no right to ko hai ba su ngam de ko ma ge private line ni adu ko mo office no mana pu khra ga di adu su awareness speech sai ba na ta ba awareness speech e ko na su ngasai ge du matam du tha ani phang do re ko tha ani mang re ko na understand to bi re ga disturb to bi da ba moi na choi re ga lai ba du su correction to re ga matam du save to ba adu di ko full time pi ba project do matam sa na no sin ya ga ni na ma supervise to re ga inspection to re ga visit to re ga adu gum ba du su ai khoi dra ka lai re sab di mana khra di mana khre 60 MLA lai re punamak kino oi roi ruling na lai roi adu 40 lai re 30 lai re government se ba ja ba di adu ki college ki function chu private ta adu su moi su gyan ta min no sine ai khoi praja su masa minister da su adu college mayam da su nanga ai ga se MLA nang su MLA nang minister ai MLA party mana ba adu su ko wedding gi birthday gi honorable masendo hai ba masai public adu da khena kare na ma gi personal lai ga honorable ni na ha da na ai gi murup si cabinet minister ai adu da dum aina direct taw ra ga lai ba da su awareness pi ra ga matam se kino taw ra se ba matam se shape taw ra ga ko project mayam se implement timely taw ba ngam na ba matam su pi ai khoi na su push up to se ba let us help ourselves also to improve our whole state na tro ai khoi na ngam ba hai ba du ngam me da na adu ra di mi na kan taw ba ngam da su isha da di ai khoi praja sing da understand taw ai khoi na contribute taw ba ngam ma factor su lai da na hai ba ni da adu su ai khoi awareness se taw se adu gi ni ai na focus re am keno di oi ba basic di oi ba yam important ni khalu ga important oi rakhani hojik ki dudi seng na hara bata asi su field study gum ne salu ba kan da lai tre ne hang ba kan ma gi pa da hang ba kan da ngasai hai ba do hai ba gi ni ko ai hari se khoi honorable minister sing asi ko una ke lak pa ne hai kan masa nupa PhD phang ne hai da na drop to ba sakhi hai ba si ta da ba na te wa office da ma gi pa na masa nu pi adu to ba gi hai ba gi ana aye bodi ngasai hai kare ko understood not the barom da 40-50 years to the meeting to minister na ma office ka da bi tham nam na sum drop ta Bombay Sacred University adu sak ha do awareness species cooperation ekhoi na su species moi ba awareness species then coming to sai interaction ja lai ga dam na what tha ba khot tha ba yam lai ga ni yam na lo ro interaction na lo se hai ba ma le mayam se ma tam yam na adu interaction de full participation to se ai adugumba sing do ai na ngamba level de di why not helping ourselves is not a crime Haige basic we have to go back to the basic ABC the how the yaro ai politician oiragasu one another very important aspect nang oiragasu politician pa ma se karira voter do not throw vote do never adudi politicians in bo ekoi na line sanaba yai ba ai order so ko ai politician order so noi mayam ai ge praja constituency da leba mi sing na har patna sanaba yare ai bo maram de ai di ka ni ngai de ai objective kri su lai te ba ai gi example de ko ro bi gono ko ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ 90% ꯄꯨꯔꯥ number 4 ꯑꯦꯗꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯌꯟꯁꯦ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯂꯦꯞꯀꯗꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯁꯨ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯔꯣꯏ number 4 ꯄꯨꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯈꯣꯝꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ number 4 ꯑꯦꯗꯤꯛꯇꯨꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯥ ꯄꯤꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯄꯤꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯁꯨꯡꯅꯨꯡ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯄꯥꯝꯒꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯄꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯐꯪꯂꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯦꯟꯗ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯆꯥꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯊꯛꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯂꯦꯞꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯀꯥꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯄꯨꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯄꯤꯊꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯄꯤꯖꯒꯅꯤ number 4ꯗꯣ ꯚꯣꯠꯁꯨ ꯐꯪꯒꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯗꯕ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯀꯥꯍꯧꯕꯗꯨꯅꯦꯕ ꯆꯨꯝꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯗꯤꯕꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯅꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯗꯤ ꯈꯨꯠ ꯊꯥꯡꯒꯠꯂꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯐꯥꯎ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯒꯅꯤ ꯅꯣꯔꯥꯅꯣꯋꯦ ꯀꯣ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯗꯤꯕꯦꯠꯇꯗꯤ ꯐꯨꯅꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯅꯤ나 ꯅꯪꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯐꯥꯎ ꯉꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯗꯤꯕꯦꯠꯇꯗꯤ ꯍꯩꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯅꯣꯔꯥꯅꯣꯋꯦ ꯗꯤꯕꯦꯠꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯁꯦ ꯍꯣꯔꯦꯟꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯁꯦ aduna we are not trying to help ourselves blaming to others ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ duty ꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯈꯖꯤꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯨ ꯐꯥꯎ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ ꯈꯨꯠ ꯊꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯣ we are not going to change our life our society our nation maduna ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯅ ꯐꯠꯇꯕ example ꯑꯃ ꯄꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ secondda ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯗꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯄꯤꯔꯁꯨ ꯆꯪꯂꯣꯏ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯁꯨ ꯆꯪꯂꯣꯏ example X A ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯁꯦ X constituency ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯖꯥꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯁꯦ development ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ community feastingꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯖꯨꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠ ꯊꯧꯔꯥꯡꯗ common property ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯣꯡ ꯈꯨꯟ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯒꯅꯨꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯣ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯉꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯃꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯥ ꯁꯥꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯥꯔꯨꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯐꯪꯂꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯐꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠ ꯊꯧꯔꯥꯡꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯀꯦꯝꯄꯦꯟꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯎꯅꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯇꯧꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯥꯎꯕꯒꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯆꯤꯡꯕꯗ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯉꯥꯎꯕꯒꯤ ꯆꯠꯐꯝ ꯈꯪꯗꯅ ꯁꯣꯔꯣꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯏꯗ ꯎꯪꯉꯒ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯩ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯃꯔꯝꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯛꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯊꯤꯑꯣꯔꯤꯗ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯈꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ we don't try to help ourselves what is this 하이로르거나 computer S네네 we are living in 21st century let's go to restaurant constructive 어이바 타박 따온드네 restaurant 짝박이 워리 갖다 따올래 그래 자 아주 하이 그래 워리니고 로직니고 사치에도 서 있자가노 하이번는데도 와칸세 long time 그 꼭시 칸드레바 and among the most dangerous quite a danger 어이바 corruption makangi marakta mental corruption your mental and my mental corruption masih sumdri 파우디고 아시기 꼭다 하고더라면 पैसा साबगिदो नातेको mental corruption हाइबसे पैसा साबदो सु corruption ने mental corruption से अचुम्बा खंगसु yes warning लाक्रे रे कान मगदी लाक्री yes अदुमाइना mental corruption मसिदि लोइरे चुम्बा गमरा direction चोइ लैरो you may be very intelligent you may be very rich can't help ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯆꯠꯄꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕ ꯈꯪꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯔꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯌꯦ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯏꯐ ꯇꯥꯏꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯀꯔꯞꯁꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯇꯣꯔꯆꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯔꯤꯃꯣꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯄꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯅꯪ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯄꯦꯁꯦꯟ ꯑꯇꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯍꯤꯡꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯅꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯛ ꯇꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯇꯥꯏ we have to focus for our future and long time short time aduna ai message loire hojikse consultative meeting haibani na ngasai gi point mayam do recommendation ai gi side gi phaba yai phattaba yai lokhatpa yai aduna tongan khare adubu hojiki study mayam dagi conclude tawjaba masi se thabak oina paikhat pada follow up action oina khoi discussion lokhatpa yabra haibaduni ngasai pot tu da discuss tau ram naga diagnose tau ram naga tok thaba ngasai khoi problem khoi na soi ba khot pa emle na soi ba family na soi ba mayam da diagnose tau ba tok diagnose tau ra hirak tha da di pharoi tra tb ni han diagnose tau ba ma to hirak mu tha kan phagram na tro aduna tha ga da ba mong do we need to learn a serious awareness campaign among the general public about our weakness sa hai ki do bot matam na racing ani do lo ba tok ra se manga do lo ba tok ra se ha support our ka hal laga ka han ba matung da all the time moi work to min ga thabak do taw hal se hai ba do any organization hojik nga sai nga si organize to ba organization na lead to ba yai atopa form to su yai natraga kana youth singna hojik university ke satra sing la ra pun sin ga thabak to ba yai any organization will do but the objective is this. Number 2, the massive awareness campaign has to be conducted among different sections of society. That active and consistent political participation is crucial for ensuring government responsiveness beyond election circle. Election matam na khakta ai khoi thengna ra tau da ba all the time. Ka han ba matong na khoi loina ra si phaba phataba tana khotna ra minister imle sing do thabak tau han ba. Last then the accountability of minister high kre moi ke attendance so accountable o henga da bani dia public office ke head ni minister se dia account office ta moi ke account attendance do accountable o henga da ne in which way in which means high to the khoi kon khanar se regular oina kahan magi mathau ta bani moi bo office ngasai khoi so high kre adugi mong du na then last but not the least value education should be introduced in the education system. Long term ni sina ngasai ani hom dena short term ni value education system is the source to do away mental corruption by destruction of present corruption system that we have today. This is the last recommendation from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kaikam Sin Riame, for the effective oversight underlying the constitutional responsibilities associated with public office and the importance of responsible political leadership. Now I would extend the floor to our observer, Dr. Chance Raman, Associate Professor, for any reflections or observations on today's discussion. And please note this, so the time allotted is strictly 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay, in order to save time, I will not address, but it's a very good beginning. I want to raise this question: what is your take home? Okay, Manipur against corruption. It's a timely move by the Indigenous People's Forum, led by Asang Kasar. We must encourage him, strengthen him. I was extremely busy today. But when he called me up, I said, yes, I will risk that responsibility that will come. So I think all of you, historic oiba, the mit amade haina idil lawese. So I give you 6 minutes ne. Maybe 6.5 maybe I can go. I'll try to wind up there. Okay. No. Yes. So I think it's a very good move. Yes, there is a saying, when you have to walk thousands of miles, you take the first step. Hardest step yam low kre. Adabu masi amoroi ba step. Ne koi mayam masi support tongada bane hai basi. Now I want to raise this question. When we talk about corruption, Harabadi, you are corrupt. I corrupt, they have been the most corrupted. I want to challenge this. I am corrupt, I am greedy. Human beings by nature are corrupt. When we really acknowledge this, we are corrupt, but we are corrupted beings, Harabadi, that comes the real remedy. And you and I, are created by God. Which God, I don't know, whatever God it may be, but ishona sembi ba human being ne. And we have got a conscience, right and wrong kangba. Right and wrong kangba conscience has been given to us by God. Unfortunately, that conscience has been put to death. Corruption the ikai drab. Idea bikai. I have moved so many files. So many files. Ko ay corrupt the ikai. Ikai the yam yaure. Ko marak to ikai the yam pamam gani. Dial sa bhaw yaram bayay. Khang de. But unless and until you are really masi patti had a khang de bhaw the day, then you and I are the main factors in perpetrating this corruption. So, the first thing in Manipur, we are corrupt. By nature, human beings are greedy, but we have a mechanism called conscience to really detect what is right and wrong. Right or the wrong way, wrong the right way. That comes the real mass awareness, education, family level, group level, and like public level. The awareness is a must. So this is a very, very good start. And I just, I know that I'm the insightful way, but I could get resource person that I'm high big. And I think I will not forget some of their saying. Definitely I'll try to put it to practice. Yeah, I'm kind of. See, I'm a hiding, what I want to tell is that haves and have not labor later by the missing disparity is the globalization. No one can deny this thing. Otherwise, we have to narrow it down. I'm going to pay batabane. Hena mana distribute over batabane. But the most difficult thing, paisa yam labor, fun yam lag balakta badate. If you know the mechanism of distribution, I want to repeat this. If we know the mechanism of distribution of the little wealth that you have, then you and I are bound to lift up. The problem is we don't know how to distribute. And especially the officers, the ministers, their minister haibani minai haibani. The meaning of minister is minai. The officers are distributor. So concepts pura mamre. So now, if gasai ujasing the so panelists na so high bigre, I could remedy corruption ke remedy that we must book the culprit, accountability. So he among the, but I 34 years I was in the college uja. I could he after 15 years ra. Adum batang after 15 years note si toman bagi uja yaw resida. Kong the invigilator taba sing note encouraged to sing to kap patheng deke. Badugin nong may do yam kanagi. Sa iparam ko na chatle. Dara oye madu righteous cause ta heba ko. Aujeki pairaga mullaga tawbadugi dattaba. Aujeki pairaba nong may sidi kapakunu ko na very very critical about this nong may. Ako na nong may heba sidi for righteous cause. I think those who are really culprits should be booked. Exemplary or booked si dara oye. Democracy has to be limited. Freedom has to be responsible. I could give freedom. I could give democracy has been so abused to the core. So abused to the core. Other some of the basic ABC say, I think we have to make our people understand. Other than say, I could give panelists aman hai ki badu. Declaration to hanba. Aduga mana lak amalak ani chabo do crawl chabo sapakade. I really feel so sorry for such person. Marup saning de. Ako marup saning eba. Sagnu se. Marup saning eba ako se. That's the problem with us. Adugi good and bad. Aduga corrupt and righteous haibegi ako je pura mix up to ukre. So we must be able to really distinguish that with this sort of awareness program asida. and I'm finishing it. Anti-corruption, when we have this anti-corruption movement, when we are really active with this chingi differences, tamgi differences, the matang mga kani. Manipur, one of the Manipur da irang basi ahum ne. Number one, identity crisis, and an issue about the land, whether you like it or not, land. Ahum subada development. Masiki development na sida ko na padan paira ba, sa sana ra ba, adoy ba di. Paisa hen na paira karap to si party mo ni. May tay oiro roy, naga oiro cookie oiro roy. Ado ka late ba si party mo oiro ni. Chum na hing na si party mo oiro ni. Yam line ho jik che koi party khai dok pa si kare no hai ba je anti corruption just allow to. Akoi na masi function ho hai ba. But when we are really targeting against corruption, when we are really fighting against all these malpractices or abade, achumba pamba missing, or not ready chumna lepke have party or can have it. Yam line of go Kaido can be sick again, no, I but the day. Masigi corruption nasiba rampen noina, let loose way hadn't ba. I think it corrupt pirate single mayams of Sarabane. But if this anti corruption is in full swing, I tell you, sing tam gi differences haigadra, communalism gi, tribalism gi, so yam na lesson way. Because human beings sing later sing amma, chumba sing amma, landba sing amma, mot passing mo kaidor kaneba. How did the tribe the community the block haidok pasi karigino? Masi corruption na si boy koi pajan na begide. This is what I think. So my last minute, okay, last minute in closing. Awareness say corruption na si ako'y ay na chair ako'y siglop ama chau umada sale si church ta hayre ko church bakta ne ano pastor do da haybe ne za nangi church ta officer yam lay huran jinu ya kare ikai huran hallo ne kare ikai hallo ne ikai andre koi do huran ba mamang do paman gre koi do huran ba lay hukpi gre na haybe di respect to se ko adubu equity consciousness has become so bad. I'll tell you one story and close it. There was an island in Africa country. Adu island loy na mag citizen loy mag makoy nakong late. So noseless. Adigi moy so happened the two adventurous European digi adventure bi ani lai. Hek lak pa ganda moy din na ton je pajan layer lak pa. Madu layer ba country ma machin nok pi re. Kari no ingole mana ton da sang thok pa sikra. Agno no eh. Adu mayam din na tong lai tabagi moy na kong object lai bagi da moy ma khoni am nok na bi ba. Adigi ngakre moy ni se. Research to ba na di many generation back years da moy ining thau se hunting chat pa ganda. Mai minai by mistake is mana ton je soi ra jane nong moy na ko tat khra. Adigi ma si no knows. Ma maningai. Ayam masi hara di king ne do. Order to whatever. Not on loim ka thoy. Hek kak pagar mo African gi lips sama tayre phagre. Ado ang hek pok pagar na ton hek ka khan ba. Ayam si noseless country hoy re. Ado manaton chum na lakpani mo kan na nok na biye he. Akoy di koy Manipur sa may tawra bra. Achum malepa singa sit po agaw bataba. Asaga saray rese indigenous group rese. Kara ngawri hoy dere Manipur subkan kal ngaw se. Kara ngaw se. Ado re badi soy kan gani amam amu ekre. This is a very good move. Ay ngonda for example. Isor bing dahi ko. Maram chadar korol mga apire law gudra ay law roy ba. Nang law roy na hay mangambra. Pamiba mayam se. Ay lauro roy hare di badi pulo ne koi bia pulo ne se. It should begin from me, from us, not just theoretical talks. So let us really begin. This is what a burden issue for all of us. Let us not be just onlooker. Whenever you go to office, whenever you go to any workplace, know that I told in one occasion I filed a move to Waganda. I think it's in the BD also. I told Don't you know that there is a single person who stands for the truth in Manipur? So that file was delayed for many years, but somehow it is passed. Well, I'm not boasting, but it's possible to stand for the truth. It's possible without giving. It's possible. I want to really encourage everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Chance Raman, for your valuable observations and perspectives on today's discussions. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now open the floor for public interactions. We kindly request all the participants to keep their questions brief, concise, and relevant to the themes discussed today. Please introduce yourself and address your question to a specific panelist. Let this exchange remain constructive, solution-oriented, and respectful so that we may benefit from diverse perspectives.
Okay. Yes.
First, we will open the floor to delegates who have traveled considerable distances from districts such as Chantil to offer their perspective. Firstly, Mr. R.K. Paul from Chawang, social activist, followed by Mr. Laksan from Chantil district. You may take your time, one after the other.
Good afternoon once again. In the first place, thank you, Mr. Asang Kasar, the man and brain behind this one-day workshop on corruption. So let me go straight to the point. In Senapati district, we have started anti-corruption movement called as Youth Rise for Change. We just started in the month of October last year. We felt that in our nerves, enough is enough. We see the entire system that is hovering around us is so collapsed. It has really failed us. For me as a person, we have seen like past 78 years since independence. And our state, Manipur, celebrated very solemnly and grand way 55 years of statehood day. But when we go to the villages, there is no road. There is no water. Medical hospital in the district is in a very deplorable condition. Schools are defunct. Proxy teachers are filled in those schools. So where on earth in the district we are going to get quality education, good medical treatments, good road to travel? So the entire system has failed. This is the reason that we picked one issue called as Jal Jeevan Mission, which has to do with water. Water is basic. Supreme Court has given us a verdict that access to clean drinking water is right to life. That's the reason why we banked on this Jal Jeevan Mission, that every household in our district comprising of 136 villages need water. The very grand and solemn launch of Jal Jeevan Mission on 15 August 2019 by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Ever since 2019, most of the funds were sanctioned and withdrawn between the year of 2019 to 2022. This must be practically same for entire state of Manipur. Sanction amount was for Jal Jeevan Mission in Senapati district, 30 villages with an amount of 58 crores. Towards the end of 2022, almost 90% of the fund were withdrawn. But till date, 2026 of today, 21 February 2026, not a single household got functional household tap connection. Where has the money gone? This was our first movement. We traveled last year to 36 villages using our vehicles, fuel, and our team members. To 36 villages in Senapati district. The entire villages welcomed us, but their faces and eyes were in tears and pain to see us that for the first time in the history of Manipur, there are youth standing up against corruption. We said to them, from today onwards, you start challenging your representatives in your own villages for whom you voted. Stop honoring them and respecting them with baskets of cabbages, potatoes, chickens, good meals. Respect them as a leader, but start questioning them. Where is the road that you promised during your election campaign through your manifesto? Start questioning them, where is the water you promised to give us? Start questioning them, where is the primary school, middle school, secondary schools that you promised us? But they are now today filled with proxy teachers. Contract workers are building constructions, building one extra classroom, the other, only to pocket themselves where there are no students. And the entire year in the schools are filled with cows, goats, and not used. So dear friends, we have come of age to ask very tough questions to our leaders. I just wonder why our representatives, our bureaucrats, even the contractors are not able to face the same camera where we can stand and ask them questions. If they represent us, they should answer us. They are becoming representatives and as an MLA, ministers, they are bureaucrats, they are contractors to serve our people. I think we need to narrow down this gap of respecting them blindly. For the past number of years, suffering in silence has really made this cream layer of groups to be mafia corrupt leaders. I call it mafia because corruption is a crime. Corruption is illegal, anti-social activities. But still they practice this. I have my team members here, 4 or 5 of them. But in total, we have got more than 1,000. We have more than 25 lawyers across who are working in Delhi, Shillong, who are employed, student leaders. The first approach that we did was, if you start this, never heard of a movement in the district, you may be challenged. A weapon may reach to your home. But we decided that we should risk this. Then only we can take courage for our people. Honestly speaking, as a person, my wife is a breadwinner. She's a teacher working in Arunachal. We have enough to feed our children. We can survive. But what about the rest of our society who can't speak up? Who have their rights but they are not able to recognize? Who know that things are messy? Every system has collapsed, but they don't have the courage to voice their anger and dissatisfaction towards their leaders. So, the Youth Rise for Change members in the district are there to work on behalf of them. We have filed RTI. We got information through RTI of 30 villages under Jal Jeevan Mission in the month of July 2025. We got all details. The only details they failed to disclose was the financial transaction of this particular project, which was a very crucial document. We held a Dharna. For the first time in the history of Senapati, we had a Dharna, peaceful Dharna against corruption. We did filed PIL, since things are not working, public interest litigation in Imphal High Court. On this 12th of March 2026, the Secretary of PSD, Government of Manipur, will respond to us. If we don't get satisfaction, the Honorable Court has given us a second chance to go for next PIL. We'll go for it. Wherein we'll make every Jal Jeevan Mission villages authority chairperson as a petitioner in the court. We'll make sure the Honorable Chief Justice of Manipur High Court hears our plea. Unfortunate, even the judiciary system has become a tool of so many money-minded, powerful political leaders. Very unfortunate. Because of this reason, our people who are deprived of their basic rights are not getting justice. But we'll keep on knocking. But this space of ours, from Senapati Youth Rise for Change to this Imphal space, where our sir, our elder brother, Ashong Kasar has organized, it gives us a bigger platform to connect with you all. We believe strongly that we are on the same page against anti-corruption. To go against corruption, it is easy to work out in social medias and through phone calls. But to give our time and energy physically is very challenging. This we have experienced that. But no matter, the starting of the size may be thousands, but under filtration of real commitment, it may come down and narrow down to 10 people. But we believe when the going is tough, only the tough will keep going. So, keeping the momentum of the movement as we wait for the court verdict and the response from the PhD department, we have challenged the Deputy Commissioner of Senapati, who never get transferred. We know why. But since the medical hospital, which is the only health hub catering to more than 5 lakhs in our population, in our district, we found there no water.
With due respect, sir, please directly frame the question so that our panelists can answer them.
Yeah, so as we have come from Senapati, we are trying to highlight the movement because I think this is the only movement in the entire Manipur district, Manipur state, where youth have come up and have ready to challenge the system. Okay, now coming back with this background, we have different dignitaries, panelists, as well as participants from different walks of life. There are certain things which the public needs to be very aware, where there can be a breaching point between the people who are in power as well as the beneficiaries who are in the grassroots. So how do we bring about a breaching of this gap? How do we make something called as Citizens Charter a reality, where every department has a citizen charter where every general public for whom the projects are made can have access to addressing their grievances as well as knowing how much of money has been sanctioned or implemented in the area. So I think these components will help the citizens, the youth, to have access and to be an watch out mechanism for the people or the beneficiaries. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we will open the floor for Mr. Laksan, Chandel District. And a gentle reminder to all the participants that the floor is open for public interaction with the time allotment of 4 to 5 minutes. Please respect the time allotment.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Maruina Sir Asanka Sir. Sigumlaba platform ama sembiduna koigi grievances mayam khara mayam dasu khanghanba amasung panelist khoi ka discussion tawbu matam ama PVB ki tamod yam haraujai ayam samlap oina okoi Chandel district ki oina hairadi loina complaint tawnangai aduga akhona machi yam phajai hainangai ma pholite se koi 50% phau phajai hainangai leitabani aduna khara khangatpa ai amani kha haijage hawjiki akhoi gi speaker amakhakna haikhiba matau adumaina Chandel gi JJM scheme se paper dana akhoi RTI se akhoi apply tawduna ni jaba kanda pi daba makhai piyo yadabani suge yadabani adu akhoi na information commissioner gi court type tare manga taruk lak halla matungda sigumba se khara pirak pa leibani akhoi yingba kan sida moina JJM ki dashboard ta loina yaw khrabani de yeng waina koni yengba kan sida JJM scheme haibase Chandel district ki oina di 97.80% 97.30% haibadi loire haibani abako adu aigi khun lamungi oina yengba kan dana somgi intake ta gi puraga asomda reservoir khara sare adu distribution tawdabani distribution tawdaba portion se functional household tape connection se imung single ba phang dia ba sigumma lei number 1 aduga khoina sulam area da vumku haiba khun sigumma si khoi anal naga village ni mafam achida ai hana su press conference ko pa ama pangthok sagare maduda khoi isel naw ko ki khoi ming khak tawra ma khoi anal gi ming yawram dre ba ko sumai tawduna sigumba si discrepancies mayam lai sin department dagi soirak mayam si lay akhone chumthok pi or chumthokte adu higher authority duga concerned authorities ka naw gi da bunga si phawa koi gi sigum laba grievances mayam si JJM hai ani ahum mari rakshu na mok la ka da khang de dudi adubu ising ji phang de ha bani da ising ji thak tab thak nai lai da na ising ji min gari da gi lai na dun ko na tau kan chi da masi se akhone kari tau ya abno ha ba se khoi gi respected panelist ko na sukhara khoi horen khara pan bi ra da yam nungai gani loina na ai particular am khak pan jage PWD gi makhada PWD Chandil division gi makha pangthok chaba ma aina RTI ma thara yem kan se koi lambung gi bridge koi maha bridge han se happy koi gi mayam khangna da maha union government high school hekti higher secondary school all lay madu gi chakpi river chain madu gi mathak ta saba belly bridge lambung connecting bazar to lambung village adu mayam khul ma lay masida when it was tabiu improvement of road from Maha Bridge to Mantri Pantha, when Lanto Mantri Pantha Sapa, including renovation of Maha Belly Bridge. As Madu Maha Belly Bridge, in Hora, Yod Nina Madushu renovation to Biram Gadava, Aduga Madu Heg Loivaga Madu black topping to Rasom, the Mantri Pantha Sanga the Lambisa, some 100 meter Gumashi Kaklami, Aduga some black top Kratawe. Aduga Maha Bridge renovation taudre Lambu village ki village authority singa club members singa sina paisa khaigat laga maduduna akoi gi plain sheet ko malauraga mad mystery thabak shu mois loin ka khorlaga madu welding tawraga numini ni humni changna sem gi bane si 1.50 crores 1.30 crore lautho completed 100% haina sumaina koina RTI thabaga na sumai piebako siguma yam lay sinai sam chama marak da amani khak panjabane matam su yam lay rak chabani na asmai tawduna adu plus paisa di logre ko completed ni 100% completed aduga ai mai jage PMGSY road se package number 2168 work order number Chileda, aduga ay maming sutong panjarage was awarded to L. Romes Mitay, special class contractor. Now, construction with tender amount of rupees 653.10 lakhs, 6 crore 53 lakh niya bako. Masi loy kaya ba JCB na nataraga yot pang nakitang shop na tiap ko ilambi siya. Nung single pebble nataraga matum amakak tawa na si loy kaya almost 7 crores niya ba. Ato ko na court sale court to the moina chum the information pi madugi work to ko luisele hay ago na ko video na me photocopy madu loy na court ya hole within 2 weeks time da loy sin ga da bani ha bi hojik pau loy sin dan lai ri si umasiam lai aduna si matang si karamai tauduna corruption free Manipur semgat pana phagani haduna kanna naina matam sida mayam amasang sinduna sigum masi rampant corruption se khuna muthan ba pol 100% ngamdrasu adu tawwe ya badi tawda wani mi lai da mafam da mon pasa cha badi khangde maduda khoina busy oi balam college su chat lambi su dumai tawbiramba somda chandel tu sakpi karom connection tawba adugum lambi adu iu na sama chatu pi basi di yam no ngaite panelist ko na kari option lay masi su mayam na su khang senu Manipur lebak aduga India da leiba mayam na su khang senu aduga ai gi thajaba malai anoba sarkar lakpani na chumdam moi si amatang di warak pi radis akhoi gi sir khemchan na ahan ba magi speech ta tigadan mayam su kauraga thabak su dam khoi pasa kai ba yaroi ko na khoi chief engineer da direct hai ki mam selem ni ningsing lai sigumba aduga darkar lai makhai je khoi amuka darkar lai khoi substantiate tawjage aduga concern authority concern department ko na su masi yam lu na lobi sanu aduga ख्वाद मरु होइबदि करिगुम मखोय आइडिया न यौदबा करि कमाय तौरगा सि सुवन गदबनो हाइबसि पेनलिस्ट खोना सु एडवाइस फजो पिबिदन खोसि याम ताजनिंग हादन सि मस्का खरा थमजरमगा इतोक्सरमगे थैंक यू
Thank you. We now open the floor to Mr. Raton Mutsu, President, after which the floor will be opened for the audience.
Thank you, Anko, for this time. I'll get straight to the point. Some of the speakers already leave. If not, I was actually expecting a very heated argument owing to giving amples of blames to the publics rather than to the public officials. So like, in my opinion, there is a systemic collusion at the top. When I say this, I can mention of Thika Githabak, Adugi culture do, Yang Targadi, top down system ne. Politician koina, bureaucrats koina bribes ni jabani, public na ni banate. Aduda asigi taking this fact into consideration, why blame the public? So like we should focus on systemic change. Aina haininge question. When I say about this, I'll just quote one news column that was made into public domain way back in 2025. If I remember correctly, it was on 26 October last year. The comfort of corruption and the collapse of accountability in Manipur. There, it was clearly pointed out that there was a kind of agreement between the political leaders and the contractors. So like, when our society is dominated by a culture of impunity, my question to all the panelists is, should not the focus of reform be on breaking the nexus between contractors and public officers rather than merely moralizing the public? Sigi question si hangninge. Asi hangba matamda, for example, we can see even so many things happening in our society. So many MLAs from zero to hero on the miyamyore. Their properties were seen to be multiplying. Their lifestyles, luxurious lifestyles activated. Aduga very shamefully womanizing haibagumbasi, it's becoming a normally accepted norm gumbasi yorakpagi fibamda yogre. Whereas my question is there even a simple mechanism to check the effectiveness or the implementation of local area development fund? These are the two simple questions thrown to all the panelists, because I remember even some of the panelists here still sitting, they mention about, they put a blame on the publics. So yeah, these are the two simple questions that I want to ask. Is there even a simple mechanism to check the effectiveness or implementation of local area development fund? See, yes, this will do.
Okay, that's a very bold question, and that's all the way coming from the Mutsu President. How's it say? Now the floor is open for the audience. So any supplement in 1 or 2 minutes, and any question to the panelists. Koi mang the family Western panelists in the hang bining, but if you want to come forward with any question to the Western panelists, then yes. Ikai kumnazariba ikoki oza churamani Manipurgi indigenous people singi matam sangna yam dedicated oina work to biramu by ko ozani ozadagi.
Thank you. I asanga sarda hana sigi sumaina program ji sinbagi yamna thagachari yam sengna senapati romda hana youth singna sumaina anti corruption gi move ama tawbirak si su ngasi aingonda knowledge o si yam nungai thamjaningi ba panelist singda thamjaning ba se jaisa raja tatha praja haibaduni na lojai hoji matam sida khoi challis aduna se malem gi waina su Nepal da government tu ki basi corruption na maram oiragani makoi gi ningthau maharani macha mamau mayam sigi yarmak tawraga paisa je chahi mi sanction kaira ga thambadu madu chap mane ekoi Manipur su sida chahi tam tare nipal vote ka daba matung da vote hek ka baga mayum se konung dona sa ba ekoi gi suleiri adu ai tar gi kadai gi la po paisa aduna aikoi ngasigi khanariba ngasigi tawriba program sina aikoi lan mi oiraga aikoi gi legislature singda center dagi ngasai oja kanona observation pibiramba thambiramba sky gi di limit lay noi gi development gi di unlimited ni na hairami base masi kadai da kamai tawbuno haibase aikoi na check tawbam khak changbrai na khanjai aduga scheme mayam singi senapati gi khakta natana chandil gi hoti thamirim ba tongan ma sai oja chinglen scheme kyam legi haidu national gi thadar iba khoi ge state chidai aduga minority gi hoina ga thadar iba singse suppose minority community khaktang na laurba senapati gi khaktang na laurba chandil gi khaktang na lauraga di lauriba mi kangbu se masi politicalize aigi against the leiba political party ki candidate amagi mean injal tawrokpani na khangane the state as a whole corruption sigi punna hogol agadi Nepal the government tu gi badu maina aikoi gi su lal hobagi leader da goigera elite person singi da goigera makoi gi property paisalaga thammiba singse masi miam da focus to bom sangi aduna ahan bada aina panelist sing da thamjaning base aikoi praja miam dagi hogadra aikoi corruption gi wakhan ni thadok pase natraga praja miyam sina hairiba aikoi na aikoi gi representative ne na thagat khirba singse makoi gi mathakta check to base masina oigadra haiba wafam to thamjagi thank you
thagachari oza churamani mathang da oza da
I have Tongsin Beton Anal advisor Anal Tribes Union aduga I have hoji RTA activist oijari aina makaktang ai haige ai RTA thaba matamda ngasai akoi gi larsan na haiba amakak ai supplement ma tawjage Chandel 41 constituency da gi oina 59 crores PMGSY 18 19 work complete na 2021 59 crores ni adu every village connectivity road legini haba adubu ngasi phawba adugumba lambi se khangdre pasadi ngasai larsan na haibagumna 97% se loina pasa lauthokre complete oire wa complete oire hare aduga hoji akoina Chandel si kwaidagi pikpa district ni population yamnya daba aduga akoida lakpa officer sing se bureaucrat officer sing to kala warabusu pumna mangsi ayamba da maximum metay masa we aduna akoina warori se metay masa sing do warawe karigino adi Chandel chawkhat pasi chawkhat handre muthalle haibrom da akoi ayam adurom da koi warau dunan leire akoi chawkhat pa yadre pasam yam center na akoi chawkhat na bage da tharak pa pasam yam sisu akoi mis appropriate tore aduga housing si akoi gi 100 bedded hospital le 100 bedded hospital se hoji doctor amamam pirakpa adugi mathakta hoji medical medicine doctor leitra lame du transfer honor ga sakre akhoi gi di kari yeng bibam su leita duga blood bank gi blood bank thamna ba kita mag restoration amadi supplier gi damak ta thambi ba blood bank adu hoji phoba work order period ga construction tawdre du install to bi yadre aduga hoji 25% dialysis tawgada ba kidney fail gi dialysis tawwa lere adubu only 3 dialysis machine le asida amadi HIV gi reserve tawkhre ani du konadre aduna akhoi se mi sibada hengale haibadi hapta mi amana hapta amada 2 times dialysis tawgada but mi kon manga du kon tha am konadre aduna kon bangam da queue da lebedu ngamak ta duna mi si adum sir anak mi ani hom si kre asigumba si kanada haigani kanada takani hairabusu walo bininga mi su leitre complaint of hom su leitre aduga hojik akhoi chandel da service tigi retirement of mayam le hoji si tha mari manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement of mayam le hoji si tha mari manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of mari manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of mari manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of manga chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tigi retirement of chahi amma su phaba yogre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over chahi amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over amma phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement over phaba yawre retirement suspension order service tiki retirement of women 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 retirement suspension order
mayam aduga hobdagi loi fawzu ngasai dagi yaubiriba nusijaraba ngasi audience sing masak naiva tongan tongan ba representative mayam ama kanglup sing khungang sing aduga tongan tongan ba district sing aduga universities college mayam dagi lapiriba mayam refreshment mapanda hojik ngairaga leirabani adubo ikoi we are coming to the end of this event hojik question si hangasai hangbiriba question dusu mayam ama yamani na and question ji ko ingasi ke panelist mayam na loinamak pakhum pibe ki khudong chabado amuk loragadi ai ko audience sing de hena awa pibe ki miku amu oirani na kanjara kanda we have sorted the program aduna mayam ki pakhum do summarize toraga ai ko ki live movement ji ki ai ko pioneering figure am oina thokpi rei ko amai sang ka sarna pi gani adugi tanja da lojage ai amai na su kha tentak na thambina ba request tawjari
loisaningai koi tawrase mayam se warabani duga thokpa kandar koi refreshment leiramgani ngasidi akoi hodok panena akoi gi sida hoji write up conclusion gi mayam do koi gi reporter na pathokani aduga mathang mathang akoi lepta dana khonjan changsan gani hoji sanapati te gi su mayam lakpi ba nena moisu hanga daba chandel te gi su hanga daba ukhrul te gi su mayam hanga daba leibanina akoi ngasigi am thengna loisan badi yararoi adubu ngasai resolution lose adu lose habdo akoi loina note tawre ngasi sina akoi mayam ki idea ma new thought process ama hawrbanena aduga collective ama akoi tawbanena madugi mechanism ado akoi homokra tawraga with the intellectuals with the scholars atotopa mayam gi expert mayam leiri legal kaino point su akoi madu homok tawre hairaga tapna step lokhat pagi kaino da tawse akoi gi yam ahan oiraba angle na hujima thambi basu madusu akoi note tawjare adusu tapna akoi hauningai tawgani akoi Delhi da Supreme Court ki judge mayam khangnaba lay advocate mayam aduga ngasagi international level da asikumbagi issue da puthoklaga chatliba North East ki in charge aduga ngasagi independent body mayam akoi hujik tamna samnaba hore akoi recently akoi na justice kita meter committee da akoi na putap ama tawki adu yamna effective hoina huji reply lakpa hore akoi hayenji akoi Delhi da team ama chakani National Human Rights Commission of India da akoi wari saga dori hayeng hujik Monday da Press Club of India da akoi press meet ama panthokani sumaina akoi gi step tongan bada United Nations Human Rights da su akoi gi link mathang sagalaga tawri hoji aina lakchaning badi tension ba kanda ngasidi akoi awaba kaya su khangminare aduga haining ba mayam su leiramgani ngasai question mayam do adu khumlak gasu seminar kaino mak tan damnena akhoina ngasi noina question hangba suggestion piba mayam do punamak to akhoina note to hore mayam gi suggestion da akhoi way forward to say haibani way forward to say action oriented way say aduna scholars research mayam akhoi matam da idea do contribute to bio haibise ai hana haijage hayeng hanchik tegi akhoi gi secretary mayam lay ai gi makha da thabat tawba asigi khakta yamna light minded oidaba pada adwada issue mix toroi but corruption da masigi anti corruption da Manipur against corruption sigi WhatsApp group ama hanglaga chandel degi sana district di loin dor akhoi member 1000 gumbal leba ama hana akhoi madu tawningai tawgani every district degi admin ama lawgani aduna hujik akhoi gi reporter na pathokani pathotringe da aina point ahum mari se akhoi homok tawgani adu the suggestion pio number 1 da ngasai haiba kumna akoi signatures ama campaign tawse online degi ama degi akoi mi tharaga imphal da tukan da laiba mayam sidegi akoi na format ama semlaga ngasai haiba kumna more than 5 lakhs yauna asigi signature campaign se ama thuna sanapati da laiba mi na sanapati da tawbiro chande da akoi loina format to ama same voice format to di imphal da akoi na tawraga adumaina hana mayamgi signature ama asi ai yae asi support tawe haibagi ama hana first step se signature ama hana campaign tawthokse madu akoi silake number 2 da madu signature do campaign do 1 lakh 2 lakh yaukre haiba kanda akoi mega public meeting ama chauna go akoi meeting ama panthokse mi 10-20,000 tingba go ngai haiba kumna thau ground dara khomalam park dara wherever madu akoi silaga after signature campaign gi matungda mega public ama tawgani maduda akhoi India the top parliament so yamna phawba yam popular oiba mi khra yauri huji West Bengal gi MP mohoi moitra khoi kumba akhoi correspondent tawnari aduga south ki sasi akhoi gi tharu khoi kumba go like India the popular oiba mi khra mani khoina kauraklaga asigi matangda phajana speech pi hanba adumaina last year aina akhoi gi kainogi Tripura gi ningthau purapa matamda adum India se check taweba sometime something go mafam kharada adumaina hoji mohoi moitra khoi se akhoina kauraklaga asigi matangda akhoi gi public the meeting amangang hanba adu ahum subada hojiki WhatsApp group chida idea si loina piraga phajana point loina maktu masai Chandel gi Tamelong gi Adad gi sana loina phajana hablaga akoina book phajana semle haraga madugi memorandum ama thubada akoi district gi mi ama khalaga akoi yauraga Delhi da chalaga President of India da memorandum pisansi Prime Minister da pisansi Prime Minister gi de haiba ngamde dubu President de unaba yaba gi appointment lauba yaba gi akoi lambi lei ana President of India da sigi issue je akoina phajana convince tawba ngamladi aduda akoi gi tamak ta pangal yam leigani aduna madugi pen da ba mayam do akoi collect tawraga memorandum ama phajana semlaga athubada President of India ga Prime Minister da akoi memorandum oina submit tawraga madugi memorandum duna aduda point loina contents loina yaugani madu sida akoi madu road show kumba tawra rally tawraga akoi chathaningai tawsi haibase akoi mayam da adu maduna resolution dum oise aduga Manipur da schemes items kaya le programs kaya le haibagi handak budget ka ngasai tamo khoi oja chinleng yaubiri ma expert ni sigi hojeki economics ta aduga budget ki sida makhoi da tanaraga handaki budget da kari kari yaw haiba items ama bachana ama semthoraga budget ta yauri ba scheme program mayam se akhoi gi district ta leiba khun villages leiba singda loina akhoi ne yahon ba reach out tawba akhoi na soiba am lei huran ba singda politicians singda bureaucrats sing khak ta chaiba yadaba am lei maromdi akhoi su son ma lei project da kaya hape kari khun da program yawe adugi kodi kodi yawa akhoi na su khang da ba khra lei ba magi khun da thong sabagi program do hablaga khang da ba hayang bill lo thol loi kan da khanglak pa this is the problem sinia ba akhoi su soiba am lei aduna budget da kari hape ya startup ki budget kaya yawe ngasai abdu didi ki kaya yawe hoje tribal atopa de high roise tribal development ki 1000 crore lobo abdu jahi manga taru ki transparency like the accountability table oi the utilization certificate pibang am the paisa lobo ya dan lay se kana gi rono kana gi marang no kana gi marang no bose donor di paisa pi gi hen lay ba NECD paisa pi gi 1000 crore pi gi hen lay ba ado akhoi tribal development sina department sina utilization pibang am de paisa lobo ya dan lay ba so ase kumba mayam se akhoi thithok se aduna madugi mathang details to ama pithokani aduga madudagi Supreme Court da chappa yaba chase concerned organizations in the chappa yaba chase National Human Rights Commission of India lairi National Commission for ST lairi masida akhoi se pura pressure pire hairaga adu mathak tegi akhoi tap hangadabane aduna ngasai aina point haibadu signature campaign number 1 mega public meeting number 2 number 3 the memorandum akhoi gi Prime Minister da India gi President da submit tawba ise ngasi akhoi mayam na consensusly yare haina lause aduga madu homework to tause mayam yara tar de amda khuba phuse please come reporter
Good evening, respected distinguished speakers, honored guests, and everyone present here. It is my privilege to end today's program by presenting a brief report of today's proceeding program. A one-day public consultative meet on transparency and accountability in implementation of development program in Manipur was convened on 21st February 2026 at Classic Hotel, North AOC, Imphal. The event commenced with a keynote address by Mr. Ashang Kasar, social activist and chief advisor, Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur, who underscored the imperative of eradicating corrupt practices in Manipur to usher in transformative change. A panel of distinguished speakers deliberated on critical issues, including transparency and accountability in development program implementation, disproportionate assets of government offices, public vigilance on corruption, role of MLS and ministers in development program, measures to abet corruption. The panel comprised Dr. Danabir Lesham, social scientist, Hemanta Kumar Ningombam, chief editor Wayal Kati, Rez Ahmed Tampak, general secretary UMPC Manipur, Professor Jinglan Maisnam, professor of economics and head department of Southeast Asian Studies Manipur University, and Dr. Kaikam Singh Raime, former coordinator of Center for Women's Rights and Today's Education Manipur University. Following in-depth discussions, the MID unanimously recommended the formation of a committee or forum under the Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur to address the pervasive corrupt practices in Manipur state affairs. The participants concluded with resolute slogans, "Stop Corruption" and "Manipur Against Corruption," and announced a series of follow-up actions, including a signature campaign, public meetings, awareness programs, and submissions of a memorandum to the President or Prime Minister of India. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the engagement. We truly appreciate the enthusiasm and the importance of all these concerns. Please join me in giving a huge round of applause for our distinguished panelists, participants, our rapporteurs, for putting forward your perspectives and insights on such a critical issue. To bring the discourse to its denouement, the Indigenous People Forum Manipur therefore encourages continued dialogue, policy reforms, and collaborative efforts to strengthen government practices in the implementation of development programs. On behalf of the organizers, IPFM, we extend sincere appreciation to everyone present here today. Thank you and have a wonderful good afternoon.
Refreshment